Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. You can tell I'm excited about this show. We've got so many exciting things for you tonight. We have 3 hours live from Los Angeles, and it's all about jewelry. We've got incredible values, and how about this? The biggest diamond tennis bracelet we have, perfect in time for Valentine's Day. We've got a huge yellow diamond. I've got several of the most amazing blue wing block Ds. It's not too late yet. We've got a few more, and they're all my favorites. It's like we've saved the best from the museum collection, and it's my own personal reserve, it feels like, because I've got my favorite emerald cut, my favorite round is here. We're going to take a look at those, and of course, they're one onlys. And then we also have, how about this for something special? A brand new, sorta, we actually had a designer style once upon a time that was a one-of-a-kind, gone in about 30 seconds, yet it did not take more than that to make such an impression that I had so many requests to see if we could do something like it, make it again. So I have good news. We're going to take a look at it right now. This is coming up. Do you remember this ring? Designer Savorites and diamonds together. You might remember it. I mean, they look like demantoid garnets, don't they? Those are some super fine, super bright Savorite garnets, and it's our first time creating something like this with that beautiful, really important gem material. This is really complex to do. It would be easier, to tell you the truth, to do one big Savorite than what you're seeing there. But I know how many of you missed it out on it when I had it first time around. And yet we decided to create it. It was an outside designer piece, so we decided to get to work, create it for you. And therefore, it's going to be even a little bit better value. So I'm really excited about that one. And of course, the reason that looks so, I think, incredibly bright and very sophisticated is it's that touch of black rhodium underneath your Savorite garnets that really makes it. So that's coming up later today. I just wanted to show you because obviously we've had a lot of you excited about that concept and that idea and that design. So that'll be happening in the show. Figure we'll do it top of next hour. So you only have about 58 minutes to wait. I also have exceptional one-of-a-kinds from Tahitian pearl to a new Panther style that is really probably the most couture look we have seen yet in Panther jewelry. I also have a really special mandarin garnet. I'm very excited about that value, the huge stone, the great diamond weight, lots and lots of really amazing pieces, including those best tanzanites, and there's even a pendant. I brought out 2 pendants for you tonight. So if you want to go a little larger in an Asher, we've got you covered. If you want to go a little smaller in a cushion cut, we've got that as well. So some opportunities to really add to the suite of blue wing block Ds before it's too late. Morganite's here. I've got the best diaspora. My favorite cut personally is the radiant. That's what we have. And then a returning favorite in peridot. So we're actually going to get started. I've got an aquamarine. I know that Savorite piece. I know we'd like to start there, but I'd like to give everyone a moment or two to gather. But let's take a look at what we have first here, which is just the strongest, most saturated. I couldn't even believe it. I did a double, then a triple take, and I'm wondering still how that is aquamarine, because it looks like the best of a, I don't know, sapphire, indicolite. I mean, think about all these rare stones. That is really, really cool. So here we are. What a really fantastic piece in platinum. It's 112-6828 that's going to start us off in this wave, this ribbon design of platinum, and then it's got some very important diamonds around it. How about a little marquise to go with your marquise? And it's a 90-point stone. It's a Sierra Santa Maria. I don't know. This is almost like, is it from this planet even? Because it's just, it makes other Sierra Santa Marias that we see look pale, look faint. That's how impressive this is. Plus 24 points in diamonds. They're big ones. They're going to be all marquise cuts to go along with it. So everything about this ring is all marquise cuts, fancy cuts in diamonds, and a great looking aqua. And we have to make sure it goes. So I think instead of 28.88, we're going to do a lot better. I love that triple ribbon design. And here we are. So here we go. I'm going to really blow this out because I want to make it, obviously it's our first item, and that is the strongest saturation we've ever seen. So that is really, really special. And here we go. It is a very special stone. I'm ready to get you a great price on everything we do. And there's a lot of one-onlys as usual, so feel free to dial in and let us know what you like first. I mean, don't even wait for the price tag, because trust me, I got you covered on that end. We're going to make sure all the prices are incredible, but this one's going to be a $9.99 deal. I'm going to try it on real quick. Let's see if we can, it's a smaller size right now, but again, put it on the pinky for you here. We can size it for you to whatever size you need, but look at that color from a distance away. It just does not stop. And for $9.99 to get a light 1 carat in the Sierra Santa Maria, to get those very important larger diamonds, if you figure, well, they're going to be about 4 points a piece. If they're all the same, because you've got 24 points total among the 6 stones. They're all nice big sizes, and that is going to be a very, very special piece at $9.99. So that's going to be one only. I think it may be gone, so we'll give it about 30 seconds here, then we'll move right along. Lots of one onlys as we get started. And there is a sphene. I've got a round color change sphene, and here we go. So excited about this show. We've got that big bracelet. How big, you ask? Well, it is going to be a 520 diamond weight on the bracelet. So definitely let us know on this one. Again, Savorite and diamond piece, the glow, the electricity. Look at those stones. That's coming up at the top of the hour, and very, very, very important and limited, I must say. So that's why we're giving you a full heads up here. Plus we have, this is a fantastic stone. Well, we have cat's eye chrysoberyl, but before we go to the cat's eye, maybe we should go give you the whole everything. The cat eye, body, diamonds, face. Look at that. This is the coolest piece I think we've had in all of our Panther designs yet. This is new, and so much diamond weight all the way around it. What do you think? And a little bit, just a touch of, is that a little bit of two-tone in the 18K? Just that collar, if you will. What do you think? That is done in a little bit of white rhodium, so that would be your 18-karat white gold. The rest is all 18-karat solid yellow gold. So 112-7451. This is everything right here, isn't it? That is just so cool. And then it's almost like it's resting, right? It's not in pounce mode. It's almost like it's hanging out, resting, you know, just giving a little bit of that super chill, cool vibe here. And it's a cool cat, that's for sure. 82 points in diamonds. It looks like even more to me. The fact they're all such large individual stones that you have, that looks good. So it's one only. And yes, 18 karat, and a lot of it, I sure want to see it on, because this is one of those that they're so sculptural, they're so artfully done. This is not easy to do. And obviously you can wear it facing out or facing in, however you like to do that with these very, again, sculptural designs. But sculptural is happening right now. It's not just in jewelry, it's in fashion as well. It's a really very, very high-end designer piece. And of course, you're going to see the white diamonds from every single angle as well. So whether you look at these side profiles like here or here, you see the diamonds wrapping around it. It is just one for the ages here. And if you like a piece that would normally be about $50,000, and yet you just can't bring yourself to pay that kind of money, I'm with you. I get it. I understand. I love great designer jewelry. I love designer pieces. I love designer a lot of things. But you know what? Not always practical, not always affordable. And that's really where we make the big difference here. Get you the affordability you love, get you all that same quality. That's the thing with jewelry. If it's 18 karat gold, it's 18 karat gold. It doesn't get better because it's a designer name. It's why, again, I love jewelry so much, is that a lot of things in life you got to pay more to get more. You do have to pay more to get a better quality. That is the case in a lot of things in life, right? I very rarely see a car that costs $10,000 be better than a car that costs $100,000. It's not the way the world works. But in jewelry, that doesn't always have to be the case. You can get a really true premium, amazing gold purity like this, and you know if it's 18K, it's 18K. It's the same 18 karat gold that would be everywhere. So 18 karat is 18 karat. It's a step up from 14. It's a step up from 10. And it's a step up from plating, which is most of what you're seeing right now. So take a look at this. This is going to be a one quick deal, and it's no longer $49,000. We can't do that. Can't do that. Other designers can. We don't. We probably could and probably should, but we wouldn't be TVON if we did that and offered those more kind of, I've been there, done that, seen that pricing. So here's how we get you a better value, and we'll make it super easy right now, sending it out for, how about $1,999 instead, when it should well be $49.99? This is fantastic. So make sure you're on the phone lines and getting that one if you like it, because yep, it is only one. So definitely a good one there, and so much detail, because again, sometimes we just see the panther head or the face or some of the paw action. This is really that whole body wrapped around, so really gives you that detail. And of course, there is a little bit of white gold, so technically a piece that's going to tie everything else in. If you do wear platinums or white metals or even sterling silvers, go ahead, you can do that as well. So here we go at $19.99, one only there. And oh my goodness, what fun we're going to have. This is a really exciting show, and we do have lots of one-of-a-kind tanzanites. So if you want emerald cut, we've got you. Fancy cuts and earrings, got those as well. And here we are with our last call on this panther piece. Let me know if you like it. $19.99. Then we're going to get to our cat's eye, which is a totally different deal. It's a cat's eye stone. It's a rare, rare, rare stone, part of the chrysoberyl family that we do love to see. And here we go. That is, yeah, I'm not always a fan of these stones, to be honest with you. I think a lot of us might be in the same boat there. It might just take a little bit more of a, it can be a little bit more of, what do you call that, an acquired taste, if you will. But sometimes it's just about the color. And I think it really breaks down that way, where it's about what kind of color are you getting. Sometimes they're really they can be a little more yellow and odd, right? And what you're looking for is, I personally really like these lime green stones that really set it off, almost like you would see in a sphene, if not the color change variety that we see here, but those more typical neon sphenes that you see. This is more on par with that. So the beautiful color you get, the amazing, you see the neon greens there, plus it has got item number 112-6831, platinum through and through, a carat 55 in this round cat's eye. And I'll tell you, I kind of like it this way, where it's kind of offset a little bit. If you would prefer, we have our own jewelers, and I know this is a lot to ask of them when they are as busy as they are, customizing everything for you all the time and sizing and doing all that. But if you would like us to just kind of rotate that a little bit, I think we can do that. So if you would rather have that stone set more upright, where you have a more vertical type of chatoyancy effect, well, just say the word and I'll make a note and we'll make sure that's done for you. So again, it would just be as simple as just rotating that and obviously making sure those prongs are in place. But you do have the carat 55 round. It's a splendid color. Does have a great 67-point round brilliant diamond weight around it. That's going to be all larger diamonds and will come in even closer. It is rare. You usually see the more green yellows. They usually have more yellow than they have green, and therefore they can look a little bit murky. They can look a little bit kind of off. This is where you get real rarity, because you have that outstanding, almost neon in that green color. So let's make it easy with the big diamonds. This would be a great price just for the mounting, and we love that. $29.99 should be. We're going to take it lower. How about this, guys? I can't believe that big aqua, that perfect aqua. That best of the best. I mean, March is going to be here before you know it. We are just a stone's throw away from February. So then next up is March. So think about those March birthdays that need that super saturated. That's amazing. But $29.99, it's not going to be. We'll make it even better. It is going to be, well, I was thinking $1,999. I'm thinking we go a little bit lower for our Thursday as we get you ready for the weekend. And what a weekend it's going to be as we kick off February on Saturday. But I got to tell you, we can't. I would be remiss if I didn't warn you and kind of remind you that we have a very big special Friday plan for you as well, with something other than jewelry and really beautiful custom handbags. So there is something for everybody tomorrow night as well, but this one's going to be better than even $1,000. Let's just make it $9.99 and that will be it. So a superstar piece here, and this is what it looks like. Another one that's a little bit small. So take a look, just a smaller size now. It's a ring size situation where, again, I get the point. All right, I'll try to get that finger down to a 4.5. Okay, it seems like we're happy in the platinum. But that's going to be a really special stone. Look how bright it is. We just got a brighter chatoyancy the further away we go. So that is very special, and that's going to be $9.99 for only that one. And remember, all bigger diamonds, what do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, yep, 10. So about 7 points each on those. All right, coming up, we're ready to show you one of our beautiful tanzanites. I mean, I'm not going to wait, because these are outstanding pieces, and we do have a very special round. And I know that it's not too late to get one yet, but we are getting down to the wire, and I think a lot of you know that and are ready to capitalize on these museum reserves. Check this out, because I am in love with it and really, truly would love to make it mine. We're going to give you first dibs here on this very, very special stone. It is the huge 1554. May even look larger than that. So that's very special. And here we go. I'm so excited about this. And 114 in diamonds. And here we are with a very special mounting, deserving of the tanzanite, and the tanzanite is deserving of the diamonds. So this is your chance right here, right now, and you've got a 1554. It's item number 112-7180. This is just one of the more remarkable stones. I've got another big size. It's in an emerald cut, just to show you here. Maybe you want to see them together because they're pretty similar. We have a 14 karat in the emerald cut. This is not to make them seem or appear less important, because sometimes I think when we see two pieces at once, it kind of lessens the impact on each individual stone. That is not what I'm trying to do here. I just want to show you that those are your options. If you're looking in that 14, 15 karat range, they are obviously well worthy of their own special spotlight here. They don't get any better than that. This is your emerald cut on the right, 1407, and then you've got the round, which is 1554 on the left, and you get diamonds either way, side to side here. So two extremely important stones, and this one looks like it may need to be reset as well, just a tad. So I do notice that, and what we're going to do is I'm writing a note right now about that. But anyway, here we go. The stone obviously is what's important and what I want you to look at and examine, and this will be a really beautiful, beautiful value. Either way you want to go, it's going to be that huge emerald cut. That's going to be the 14.7. That's 7324, by the way. So whichever one, you see the color is spot on, but we do talk about this a lot, where cutting can make all the difference in the world when it comes to how the color represent. So obviously they both are museum reserve stones. They're going to have amazing color. But beyond that, you also have the fact that they're saturated no matter what. The round is going to give you more flash and more brilliance, as we love rounds for. And then the emerald cut is more of that. You're still going to get a flash. You still get a lot of red flash, but it's going to be more like, again, sheets of color that you see when it's really up to eye level. So again, probably a little early for these, but I just wanted to show you what we have here. And there you can see all the reds coming through in that emerald cut. I know you can see it here in the round. Flashy as can be, and either way you want to go, they're under $10,000, and that's really a statement to make when you're well under $1,000 a carat already. And these are our top quality stones, museum reserve, big sizes, best of color, everything I think you could want as a tanzanite collector, or maybe just your first time out. So here's what we have for you. Not going to be 9, not even 8,000. The round is going to be the larger one. So the round is 7180. That's going to be down to $79.99. If you'd like to get the round with the really big jumbo diamonds, so that'll be $79.99 right over here. And those, of course, 3 big diamonds on each side, 114. That makes them extremely, extremely special. And yes, you got to keep in mind, those are 38 points. Oh, is that right? Wait a minute, 114. Let me make sure I did that properly. Yeah, 19 pointers, that's more like it. And then you've got the other, which is going to have big rounds as well, but they're pave. So it's going to be 5 stones on each side in that trapezoid formation. And if you like the emerald cut, it's a little bit less. It's going to be $69.99 on the emerald cut. So there are 2 great ways to go. And obviously when there are as many people looking for tanzanites as we have, but never enough stones, we thought, well, might as well start with them early, give you a little heads up as to what's here in those super ultra important stones here tonight as we get you ready for a big Thursday, and it's a big one, all right. So let me know if you have requests too. Always welcoming those requests as always, so make sure you let us know what you'd like to see. Our Panther piece, our Aqua, they're available for you. Those are some really cool pieces. I know top of the hour, we're all excited about that Savarite piece, unlike anything we've really quite made before. So that will be here, and let's get to this one. And then yes, smaller ones are coming up later. We have a really cool oval. It's going to be 7 carats. We have a couple of pendants for you, and then 1 pair of earrings. Now, if you need an emerald cut and you want blue wing block D, but if it doesn't need to be museum reserve, let's say the budget is saying, oh, I'd really like to have one of those collectibles, but I need something a little bit tad less. Here it is. This is still going to give you amazing color, and I wish I could polish it from the back. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to with that, with that basket, but here's what I'm going to do. Look at this stone. Remember, tanzanite is not a stone with clarity issues. So this is one you know is clean. It's you can see right through it all the way through the sides here. It's 111, 1814, and this is going to stay in the 14 karat triple split shank mounting. It's 14 karat white gold. It has a 608 emerald cut, and it's 28 points in the diamonds. So again, more minimal on the diamonds, but really keeping them just to the primary sides here alone. And then you see what it does. It's not just lighting up reds, it's lighting up like big beaming lights as well. And that's gonna be a one only, stays in white gold. The only thing we need to know from you is your size that you'd like. That's free of charge, and here's what I'll do. The ring is practically free. When you think about where this price per carat is, that's what's going to be so ultra special about this one that's going under 10,000. And yeah, $99.99, great. But there's a better value, and it's one of our very best. So I would not wait if I were you, because this is one, again, it's not the museum reserve. It's one of those that's been in a vault and had to bring it out again. We've been finding a lot of those kind of deep in the vault pieces with our preparation going on for Tucson, which kicks off in a couple of days. So really a great time to be watching, because a lot of fun, fabulous things come out to play. Here's what this one looks like on the hand. So you can see that size. It is not a small piece, and that's a 608, but it's looking, I would say, quite a bit larger. Doesn't look that far off. And I'll make it a huge value. It's not even $49 or $39 or $29.99. Jason, are you thinking about this one? I think what we had was it sold, and then it just, the transaction didn't go through, because I know it sold. And I know there were many of you that missed out. So here's your chance. Maybe it's just meant to be. I always believe that with jewelry, the right pieces will come to you when they're meant to be. I really do believe that. And we're not even asking for $2,500. This is going to be one of the lowest prices you've ever seen on a tanzanite all together here. And I'm talking about per carat, and it's not $25 or $24.99. It is $2,399, which puts that at a cool $394 a carat. Free diamonds and free gold as well. So how awesome is that piece? and one alone. So $23.99, you don't see that very often, and that's what it's doing. Powerful, bright, amazing colors coming through. And don't forget to get registered if you are, if you've never done so before. It's a thing you do once, and then you're good to go. You register once, and you're all set, and you are ready to do everything that we do. Shop, put great bids into auctions. Maybe that's going to be make a request, whatever it may be. We're here to help, but you got to register first. And right now, we're giving $50 to our new registers to use on their first purchase, which is a lovely extra bonus. So that's our last call there. $23.99. That would be $3.94 a carat. So under 400 a carat, not words I'm going to probably ever utter again on tanzanite, but it's happening right at this one now. So this is your chance to pick it up, and we have someone verifying. I'll see who's got it. That is obviously not going to last. And there's Tahitian pearl, and there's, okay, sphene lovers, where are you? The color change sphene lovers that have been missing out and seeing pieces come in and go and come in and go. Here's our next one. This is an outstanding round. Not to mention we're throwing in a lot of diamonds here. In the 2 tones of gold. Hope everyone is well tonight. Big Thursday. We are here as usual to, no matter what going on, we like to bring you that break and that respite and bring some joy and beauty to your lives here with the great jewelry we have, the incredible values. And here's what we're going to do on this Thursday night. Well, just kicking it off, but if you have anything you're thinking about from this first couple of minutes, do call in, because pieces are rapidly being asked about now. So this is your chance to pick up this one, the big sphene, the wonderful stone, the round, which I think everybody's always after, right? No doubt about it. We want the rounds. The rounds show off the dispersion in the best way possible. It's item number 1127-051, and that would be a one-of-a-kind as it is. Now you get 2 tones of gold. So it's your go with everything piece. It's got yellow, it's got white, it's got all these different rows. It's like, we talk a lot about wonder rings here and ring guards, and we have all different versions of styles that you get 2 of, and you normally invest a couple $1,000s to have something that goes around other pieces that you wear. Well, in this case, it's all done. It's built in. It's ready to go. It's a carat 62 in diamonds. So yes, you get 10 more extra points there than what's reading. So that's nice. You got a carat 62 in the diamond weight, which is almost a carat and 2/3. So very impressive diamond weight among what is really built as 3 rings. But again, all put together as one. So if you have, or there's a lot of people just have trouble stacking, because stacking can be difficult, right? Because then sometimes you need to go up in size and you need to have them fit perfectly together. This one is just easy. You put it on, you wear it. It looks like you have 3 rings on. The 2 tones of gold are great. It stays as is. We'll size it for you. Just go with your true natural ring size, and it's going to fit beautifully just like it should. And we're going to send it right on out of here. $49.99 should be price. Much, much better value that is happening. One caller, yes. Of course, I always tell you guys, when you have a one-of-a-kind piece, that's not just a line that sounds good to say. That means we have one. It means the piece you're looking at is the piece you get. It means the piece and the beauty that you're seeing on screen is actually going to be, well, if you're like most of our shoppers, even better when you see it in person, because that is the overwhelming response we get to our pieces. And yet it's not even $49.39, $29.99. This is a major value on one of the rarest stones on the planet. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. How beautiful is this? And that is one of the bigger diamond weights we offer. And it's not even $29.99 either. So there's a value. It's already a value. And it's about to get better. It's $1,999 for our sphene. You would really struggle to get that mounting or even make that mounting for that price that is happening on that screen for $19.99. So we have one there. And then let me know on my big tanzanites. I'm pining after both of them, and I can't decide. The emerald cut, the round, they're absolutely stunning. And then we do have some fancy cuts in earrings. So if you've missed out on some of the larger earrings that we've had of late, because those have been flying on out of here, no doubt why. We have a lot of people who want to complete the tanzanite collection before they're gone, perhaps with some earrings. So we've got that opportunity coming up as well in some fancy cuts there. All right, next up, I think we're ready. Diamond tennis bracelet, let me preview it. It's the largest one we have in stock. It looks even bigger, I would say, and that's because of these great baskets we put it in, which are a little bit almost reading as a bezel. For the record, they're not. They're not bezel set. They've got a platform of gold underneath and then a 4-prong setting style. This is the largest. So that's all of our, I used to have a 9 carat that's completely been sold out for some many, many months now. So we're really excited to bring you a 5 carat plus bracelet that is on the way today. Also have peridot and radiant cut diaspore for you. The big yellow diamond is here as well. And then we might need a little bit of pink. What do you think? A tourmaline that is just one of those stones that is a wonder that we get as many as we do and the colors we do. Let's take a look at $19.99 for that speen. Look at this. It's a rubellite, really. I mean, let's face it, this is listed as a pink tourmaline. That's going to help you out because that is not priced as a rubellite, but it definitely has that bright, ultra saturated color. And I would say it's a hot pink, yes, but it's also got a little bit of a purple blue undertone to it. So it's very sophisticated in the way we do pinks, right? There's a lot of people that say, well, I'm into some pinks, but not others. Well, here you go in, I think, all pink gems. When you talk about where they come from and what families they're in, they're usually some of the more expensive varieties of gem families. And yet this one being the tourmaline, which we must note here has a lot of clarity. It's 112-6330. This would be one of those awesome, bright, clean, and still a great size. You're getting a carat 10 in the minimum there. I've only got a couple to go around because obviously this color is tough to match. So wanted to have one of those few opportunities. There's a yellow diamond right up top too. That's a yellow diamond, and again, that's listed as a white diamond. So what happens there is also another way to score a value because it's becoming a lot better value than it ever should be. And that's the beauty of having a stone like this. Now, it's that everyday wearable size. It's not going to be oversized like we call, statement pendants and things like that, where you're really struggling to find an outfit to wear it, where your pendant is really dictating what you wear that day. I just want you to be able to throw on your jewelry, and no matter what the ensemble looks like that day, you're loving wearing your jewelry. That's how you get the most wear out of great fine jewelry. These are not pieces that are fly-by-night, disposable. We want to live in these pieces, and more often than not, and that's what you're getting the opportunity to do here. So it's a real wearable piece, and that gorgeous rubellite color, and it's going to be better than $7.99. And take advantage because that combination, having that extra yellow diamond up above it is so nice. Here's what it looks like on the hand, because otherwise how are you going to know what to expect for a size reference? Well, there it is from a distance away. I'll show you the measurement too, and then we'll hold it up against the neckline so that you can really see it in kind of a real life perspective. But what do you think about 5/8 of an inch with the bail there? The stone itself is close to 3/8 of an inch in top to bottom, and just so nice to have that more simple diamond accent there on the top, so it really just adds something extra. And again, getting that yellow diamond, awfully nice. We're going to make it better than $7.99 for you. Huge value coming your way. Let's take another look at it close up and let's send it on out. It's a great value. It's one of our best. It's only going to be $399, which, yep, we're doing half off on a really special tourmaline pendant. If you would like to have one of the rarer colors of tourmaline into the collection, good way to do it there. And we're going to be marching on. We got a lot to do. And that big top of the hour, the Savorites cannot wait. Kind of a shield design of these two different really complex ways that, there's basic ways you can make jewelry, and then there's more complex. And we certainly have one of the more complex designs coming up that has taken us months and months and months to produce, but I'm so proud of the way it turned out. So we will have that for you. And of course, a couple of pieces here, the tanzanites, for example, like this $390 carat emerald cut, very, very special there. And then the pendant. So do consider that one too, that pendant, $399. Okay, now this is a favorite. And it's only been on once as far as with this gem. And this is the mounting. We have a request to put this mounting in every stone possible, but the problem is we can't, because it's one of those really large mountings that requires a very specific size, and a large one at that, in an emerald cut stone. So you're not going to see it with too many options. So I would advise, I know we've had it with citrine and now with the peridot, if you are totally digging this great heavy gold weight mounting, you might want to get it tonight. 112-7058, one of those that it kind of defies the reality of the era we live in here, because we live in a high gold era. Gold's floating around $3,000 an ounce. So when you get a wide band like this, and you're about to see a price tag that's not in thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I feel like we'll just even zoom back so you can really appreciate the size that this gives. But here's what I'm most excited about. It's a 380 peridot. We can't just say, hey, it's got a lot of gold. This is also a stone we hardly ever see. We only deal in, and when have you heard this before? We only deal in high quality stones. It's everything we do. It can be said about every piece we bring, is that it has to be high quality or it doesn't come on the show. We don't create it. We don't make jewelry around it. If it's not high quality, it doesn't need to be here. There's enough low quality jewelry out there. We're here to separate and be that one kind of niche where you can get really super high quality pieces like this one and get something very special and not have to pay a fortune for it. That's the beauty of it. You're not going to pay a lot of money. You're not going to pay tens of thousands of dollars, because we know peridot, it's actually a designer stone that designers covet and love. We see it a lot in really heavy, bold gold mountings like this is, but with big old price tags. we're going to make this simple and easy and interesting here and light up these phone lines. And you get a little bit, it's like a wedge of diamonds there. The pave is going to be a couple points in diamonds there on the one angle to make that interesting and to really just kind of frame it, if you will. I think it looks even better on the hand. There's two ways to wear it. Remember, it's a lot of bold gold, so we do enjoy seeing that. That's what it looks like on the hand. Of course, there's another way to wear it, so I'll just go ahead and flip it around for you because this is obviously putting the diamonds at the bottom. As you look at it on the hand, here's what it looks like the other way around just to see. But that's a wide band, and when you see this kind of price tag and realize it's not even $3,000 to get this band home, I think that is a winning combination. So this is what I would advise doing. Come on in because we've only got 2 left available. This is only the second time it's been on. Very, very popular that first premiere date. And now it's going to be, well, our last call, and it's not 3 or 2 or even $14.99. That's a big value already for a lot of gold. And don't forget about our tennis bracelet that's coming up. The big top of the hour Savorites, which are also going to give you a neon green glow. This one, kind of the ultimate way to get a neon green. But that's the thing. Most peridot don't look like this. They're mostly dingy and hazy. They're known for being very included with those lily pad type inclusions, which are creating kind of a fog over the stone. Not the case here. $999. Let's see who's got it. That's going to be it. $14.99 comes down to $9.99. If anybody would like to get that one, we only have a couple left, and that'll be it. For a wide band, solid gold, think about what we've had. So far, 3 incredible blue wing tanzanites, all stunning. We've had a color change sphene, a cat's eye chrysoberyl, the best, brightest aqua, a rubellite pendant for under $400, and a panther ring. If that's not an incredible Thursday night, I don't know, but that's only the first half hour. So what could it be that is going to be ahead for us tonight when we have got this show off to the start that it is? That is what is so incredibly important about what you're watching tonight. And don't go anywhere. We have 2.5 hours. If you have questions about what you've seen earlier, give us a call. We'll help you out. If there's anything available that you would like to have, this is our last 30 seconds on the peridot. It's got to go. Last call on this one. Again, so popular. That band is so popular. I wish we could do it with all kinds of different pieces, but hey, not that lucky to have that stone cut. And then diamond rings, diamond bracelets also. There is something happening in a diamond hoop as well tonight that's going to be one of our most affordable and modern ways to get a diamond hoop. So whatever we can help you with, and don't forget about requests also. We'd love to help you out with those, but I'm thinking, what if we just, as we are at the bottom of the hour, and we've got that Savorite piece designer brand new coming up at the top of the hour. We're about 29 minutes away. Let me show you what we have in a gorgeous emerald cut. Looks like a pink diamond. Oh, look how pretty. The blush tones, and let me see what's happening on the sides because it looks like it has some of that velvet cloth that it sometimes sits in, one of those merchandising trays. And good, voila, now it's all better. Well, almost all better. We got that side. But here's what I'm going to do. I want you to get an item number, get you familiar with it. It's 112-5644. The most beautiful blushy pink neutral color that is a neutral like a diamond, but it's got some color and a little more exotic nature to it because diamonds are pretty much kind of common, right? We know. We all have diamonds. We see them all the time. It's nice to have something that can still act as a neutral but give you an unusual stone, a rare stone, a pink peach beryl in the emerald cut, which is just, to me, elegance at its very best. You can see it's got a lot of saturation because instead of looking more colorless and white like the background it's on, it actually has a bit of like a touch of almost lavender or periwinkle blues. Almost like an ultraviolet blue is the glow that's coming through on this stone. It's a wonderfully glamorous stone. I think emerald cuts are always glamorous. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but I certainly do. And it's going to be our 2 carat exactly in the emerald cut, what I call the hourglass mounting with the big diamonds right there centralized in that semicircle of smaller diamonds. And we have an amazing way to get it, but I think that it's still, if it's at $19.99, it may hang out with us. So here's what I'll do. We're going to go just blow it out. 0 to start, $100 increments. We'll see. That way, it's more or less guaranteed to get home. If you kind of just put it up to you guys and let everyone call in, then hopefully it's going to find its way out of here. That's the hope always. So come on over and take a look at it. I'll try it on. And then we're going to be on our way, I hope. It's a 0 to start auction. So that means no reserve, no minimum at all. We're just thinking about $100 here that can maybe get it out the door. And we really hope it does because I did that yesterday and we had a piece that was what, $4,000 piece. It sold for, I think it was $900. So here's what you have is the opportunity to get something that obviously is worth much more. And we're just going to give away some jewelry because that's a lot of fun to me. That's how we can really kind of stay engaged in this show. And I want you to stick around for our big top of the hours. And we have the open at $100. So we know we'll sell it now. How much? It's $200. Thank you. $200 starts us off, and so we've actually, it's the open at 2. So just so they know we're on the same page there, and one bidder so far at $200. That was nice of them to come in with a little mini power bid, but I think we all know it's worth a lot more than $200. When you think about that press in the gold, the wider band, the chance you have to take advantage of it in any gold color you want, you don't have to leave it in rose. That's not always the case with our morganites. Sometimes you have to leave them in the rose gold, not on this one. You can change it to white or you can change it to yellow. And we have 300 now, so 2 bidders. Well, 2 of you are not only with us, but ready to do some savings, and we have 400. So it's just 2 bidders going back and forth now. We had 2, then we had 3. Now we're back at 4. So bidder number 1 is back in the lead here. This is your chance to pick it up, take a look at it, and we are not going to let this one go. I think actually at $19.99, that's a pretty fair value. Go ahead, Jason, do you have something? Oh, okay. It looked like he had an important message. Instead, no. Just waiting for the auction to wrap up. Well, it's nice to have you 2 with us today. So far, 2 bidders. And I know it's early and I know there's a lot happening. So this is going to be what you can expect for the night. It's going to be about value. It's going to be about a little more extraordinary value than even normal. And that's not normal to see a piece like that for $400. That is anything but normal. So very excited to have it. We're going to sell it. Who's at 400, by the way? We've got everybody in, so I can't say, well, we can't get anyone in. Usually when you start the auction at 0, we usually have about 80 callers. Tonight's a little different. We've only had 2 bidders and we're done. Apparently, yikes. I wish I could sell jewelry for 400. Do you have 5? 6. 6, 5? I saw this and I heard 6. So, okay, I was confused. Sometimes I don't know what planet I'm living on, but planet giveaway jewelry, that's where we're at here. It's like Fantasyland. Trust me, I thought Disneyland was fun. This is more fun. Take a look. This is going to be, we have 5, we have 8 now. $800 has been bid. That's a power bid there. And guess what? They know what's going on. They know it's not an $800 ring, but they're hoping to scare everybody else away. So I like what they did there. I've got everyone through at the moment. Doesn't mean you don't have to jump in or can't jump in. I hope you will, because this is still a heck of a value. Let's give it 2 minutes and we sell it. 2 minutes to go and we will sell it. Who's your leader at $800? And we're looking for more. I'm going to try it on again so you can see. Now notice it's got this little press on the sides. And one of my favorite things about this ring is that I call it the hourglass because of these great diamonds that come up and meet with the side of your emerald cut, which is 2 carats. But I really love that there's a concave little press. And hold on, I've got to get that little. That is literally from the velvet that it's held in this little container when it's getting ready to go in the on set here, and it's got this black velvet. And usually it must be a little static electricity from the dry air or something. It's attracting that more than usual tonight. So apologies on that. But again, that's just all from the actually way it was transported out here to set. But here we are at 800. We got now 80 seconds remaining to get you in. Don't hesitate to make the phone call because we are looking for $900 and we got a long way to go till we get to cost. So I love the fact that you're getting a deal. You're getting a major, major opportunity here. And we'll see if anybody else wants to jump in our final minute. So it's not too late yet. I know there were a lot of people at that last second that heard 800 and bowed out. That is what a power bid does typically. It's a strategy played by probably the most long-time shoppers here, right, is that when we start giving away pieces in auction, that's oftentimes what they'll do. They figure, well, just the psychology of it's going to keep other people out, so I'm going to do it. And that's exactly what it's working so far. It seems like it's exactly what is happening here. A lot of people dropped out when they heard that mini power bid at 8, so we're in last call. If anybody else would like to jump in, we still have 30 seconds left, and that's it, $800. Tim, are you on this one? Anybody else? Okay, well, with 20 seconds remaining, we'll see if we have 900 or more. Not that you couldn't do another power bid to play that strategy. You certainly could, but here we are at 800 and ready to move it. So it's going to be that kind of night. I'm glad I found that out early, and we are prepared. I've got the best in jewelry, and if we want to just give it away a little more than normal, I am game to do that because my job is to make sure pieces go. Presenting is not what I'm here for. I have to make sure they go. Someone has to. So anyway, that one's, do we have 9? Got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. Here's the next aqua. And I do want to remind you that we did have the aqua earlier. Let me show you the difference. Wow, that's pretty too. But just in case you weren't with me for the first moment or two, I have the aqua, and let me just show you. And this isn't to impede this one because that's a really outstanding stone, but I did have this darker one earlier in platinum. So you can go gold with the cushion cut. You can go platinum with the darker marquise. Just want to remind you that's $9.99 on the right side of your screen. We had it up first in the show. But that's still available. but also if you like a more traditional color in aqua, I can understand that. So what I'm gonna do is just keep this one here to remind you. That's just why that one is such an anomaly of a stone. And then I'm talking about the cushion cut, which is item number 1127358, where you're getting a more traditional but strong saturation in aqua. So these are each one of a kind. This one's in gold, this one's in platinum, this one's marquise, this one's a cushion cut, and that also has the more simple, elegant diamonds around it. 2 diamonds, 3 stone style, both round brilliance and stunning. And that's gonna be, if you like the one on the right side, you know the one on the left is $9.99 and platinum stays in platinum. If you like the one on the right, that is our 446. So it's going up quite a bit in size, cushion cut, but it's almost, if there is a stone here in our inventory that looks like blue diamond, it is that stone. It is definitely that one. That is the most blue diamond look. And I've had actual natural blue diamonds that I've sold here on the air many, many years ago and haven't seen too many since. It's been, obviously it's one of the rarest stones in the world, so that makes sense why. But that is really the look you're getting with the aqua, not just the color, but also the way it's glistening and gleaming right here. So if you kind of love that idea, it's obviously, you know, not quite as rare as a blue diamond, but hey, these Sierra Santa Marias are incredible. So it's going to be 18 points in the 2 diamonds. It's the 2 of them. You got 9, yeah, and that's a good call, right? You got the 9 and the 9, so almost 10-point round brilliance there on the sides. It's very elegant. These are the way, I say it all the time, because if you ever, you know, not everyone's in a big city. Not everybody has the opportunity to go stroll by the store windows of mega designers every single day. You know, you got to be in like a Chicago, a New York City, a Miami, a Los Angeles, somewhere like that to just see this kind of look where you see these beautiful designs and these really cool stones. And guess what? They're usually set like this. Any important stone, from rubies to sapphires to emeralds to tanzanites to tourmalines, and yes, aquas that don't have nearly this color, right? That's the beauty of it. That's what we're doing here, is that beautiful 3-stone, which, let's say, we don't see it very often here to be, you know, well, you know it. We don't see it very often to see really classic balanced pieces like that. I'll just get it out the door. It's $49.99 until now. Got to make sure this is the value for one caller. Who's it going to be? And the same one again, the Sierra Santa Maria we love, and that marquise cut is available to you as well. But this is where you have a choice of, and I just wanted to give you those offerings because they're both stunning. And they're just different looks and different sizes to really kind of, you know, have appeal to everybody out there. We're going to do that cushion cut for $14.99 instead. We'll do a swap-a-roo. We'll move the 4 over, put a 1 in front, and that way you get your choice of. The marquise is $9.99 in platinum. The cushion cut, which is a 4.5 carat nearly, is going to be only $14.99. So 2 beautiful aquas, and I think that's it for aquas tonight, unless you have a request that I can bring out. That's going to be my entirety of my aqua collection for you here on this Thursday night, is right there in front of you, and 2 just could not get better choices, right? So you've got the options, and again, the platinum on the left stays in platinum. The one on the right, we can change the gold color for you on, so no pressure to leave it in that white gold if you're looking at the gold. Obviously, platinum stays in platinum. Platinum's a white metal. You can't change platinum. So gold, you have the opportunity to actually change it up, and this is the big mandarin I was referring to. Outstanding. Best of the best. And then, yes, we're only about 17 minutes away from our Savorite and Diamond designer piece. If you haven't seen it yet, look at it on the hand. This is the one, if I'm lucky enough to, if there's one left, this will be also something. I know I'm with you guys, my gals who love those designer bold pieces. Top of the hour, big moment. We had a designer piece. This is all based on that. We had a designer piece that you all went crazy for. It was on the air for about 30 seconds. It sold. And you all asked if we could get something like it. So we made our own. We have been procuring those stones, matching them, making this design, and you've got the full interlocking detail. That's coming up at the top of the hour, and I already have a line of people that are getting registered just in anticipation of that designer piece that's new tonight. And that little bit of black rhodium, it's not something we've done before. It's our first foray into our own designs with some black rhodium underneath stones, which I hope, as someone who loves that look, I hope we see more of it. But let's keep moving. $9.99 left, $14.99 right. Here's the big pearl. So the conch pearls have been popular lately, and it's certainly, it's been with that leading to a lot of requests on, you know what, this bag doesn't want to open up. Psst. Okay, got it. Thought I was going to have to actually surgically cut the bag open. We have a very important pearl, probably why it was sealed so well. This is the essence of what you ever, if you ever shop, and you don't need to shop here or shop with me, but hopefully as you do watch our show and learn a little bit about these exotics, it makes you a better shopper no matter where you're shopping, because obviously that's totally up to you. And this is what you want a pearl to look like. If you're going into the black pearl, Tahitian pearl variety, you definitely want it to look like that. You know how most are more silvery tone, charcoal grays? They look like a beautiful tweed suit. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're still exotic, they're still natural. This is the real deal natural Tahitian. And it's got exactly what you look for. If you've ever heard the term peacock tones, that's what we're seeing. Where yes, you actually want your pearls to look almost like the iridescence of blues and greens that you would see in a peacock feather, in the eye of the feather. That's exactly what this looks like. It's 112-7465. It's solid platinum. It's a 13 mm stone. That's how we measure. Pearls are in diameter, not in carat weight. We don't give you carat weights on pearls. They are in their diameter. So you want it to be round. This one is. Not oval, not oblong, not Baroque. I mean, Baroques are pretty. I love Baroque pearls. But again, this is the ideal. This is what you do if you're looking for the most important material. Perfectly round, 17 points among 2 tube set diamonds there. And that's the way they are. Actually, if you look at it from the side, it's a wraparound design. Look at this. That's reflecting, by the way. That is reflecting everything that's around it. This is like a glass-like finish. And one flaw, trust me, you're not even going to see that. There's actually one flaw, maybe two flaws there, that because it is natural, that you really don't see when you're not up close magnifying the view, because obviously this is as close up as you're going to see it. This gives you magnification. But I want to show you that profile because it's actually going to be one side of the band comes up and leads to one diamond and the other does the other on the other side. So beautiful color, big time size. It's supposed to be $69.99. Take a look. These are the organic pearls we love. Organic gems are pearls. It's basically coral and pearls and conch pearls, and that's really the bulk of what you're going to find in that category of what is made by living organisms. And that's here because that mollusk made that pearl naturally. We didn't dye this or treat it. We didn't enhance it. It's not something that is, man-made. And there's such a thing out there. This is not what you're going to find here. So 2 big diamonds yet again, another almost 3-stone look that we're seeing here, keeping it classic. But remember, it's platinum. Stays in platinum. We'll size it for you, but it's going to be a lot better than $59.99 or even $49.99, and that's what's tough about these pearls. These pearls are distinctive. They are unusual. They are different, and please, oh please, oh please, if you have a choice, don't get the light grays. Get the ones that have some green elements, some blue elements. That's what you're ultimately looking for. This is the essence of, just like when we think about diamonds, we think about white diamonds versus fancy colors, right? But then within the diamond categories, you think about, what color white diamond is it? Is it a D color or is it a J? Is it a yellow diamond that's vivid or is it a plain canary yellow? Those are all the differences. Once you get that rarity like Tahitian pearl, what specific color are you getting? That's what's so key here. And so that's where this is of the best of the best. And we're going to do it right now for less than $19.99. Let's keep going. And Renata, we've got a round aqua. She made the request. We've got it. So that's coming up for you. And this one, take it even lower. Want to move it, want to get it at home. It's not going to be 19 or 18 or 17. This is too low. Yes, it is. You are absolutely right. If that's what you're thinking, you've got a very keen shopping sense. We're going to make it $1,699. And then Renata is coming up. The big aqua. And then we are only now 12 minutes away from the designer Savarite and white diamond interlocking shield ring. I call it it's almost like you took 2 saddle rings and had them intertwine. It's really cool. So anyway, we've got a great request here for Renata. Thank you for that request. It's 112-5798 pearls. Gotta love those. We don't see them very often, but look at this. And just for reference, might as well show it in conjunction with the cushion cut because there's the same color. So I'm not afraid to show you exact side by sides. Obviously the cuts are different, but I wanted you to see the color is on par so that you can see one is not lighter than the other because I know it can be tough to create that exact memory of the color of what you saw a few minutes ago. So here it is, 305 in this round. So right in between what we saw earlier in the cushion and the marquise. This has 77 points in diamonds, double halo wrapping around the piece. Then it's going to split down the sides there and give it almost a little bit of this movement kind of effect, right? It's the fact the band isn't straight across. That's such a nice little detail to have in a designer piece where a little more special, a little more, unique, matching the quality of the stone as we like to see it. How about, go ahead. Make it easy here. It's got a lot of diamonds. So this is where it's giving you a lot more diamond weight than the cushion cut we saw. So you get the round cut, which always is at a premium. It was $69.99 and now it's not. It's so much better. We're going to make this $1,999. So a quick deal on our aqua round. Let me show it to you on the hand as well. Still have our platinum in that super, super saturated material. Here's what the round looks like on the hand. So yep, it dazzles. So I was likening the cushion cut to a blue diamond, similar flash here. Thanks to that round cutting, it's given a lot of a blue diamond look. And that's the difference, is that most aquas are colorless. They might as well be a rock crystal quartz. They might as well be just a white topaz, or we've seen them, white zircons and white topaz that are great, you know, great alternatives for diamonds, but they have no color. This is where you're getting aqua at its very, very best. So $19.99. Okay, so that's a request. And then we've got the big, big mandarin. And then don't forget about that gorgeous, well, we had the morganite, that's gone. And then we also have some tanzanite pendants coming your way. Very special top of the hours there. And then all kinds of great pieces that I'm going to have to do some must-go blowouts as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But if you want the pearl, remember that big Tahitian, $1,699 for all those peacock tones in that pearl, natural and stunning. Here's what we've got next. Since we're running a little light on time here in this hour, let me show you a few pieces that are one-onlys that I'm just going to speed through here with what I like to call a must-go wheel. Oh, the infamous must go. What does that mean? Well, it's pretty obvious probably. Stating the obvious here, if they don't go, what happens? Obviously, I price them right so that all these one-of-a-kinds will find their home. If, in the rare circumstance they don't, they get taken apart and melted down. It's your last time seeing these pieces on the air. And that is a diaspore. And then we have a Burma ruby. And look at how pretty this is. Classic, I might add. Very classic. Look at how pretty this, with this wave of baguettes on one side, the rounds on the other. I feel like this is the right way up. And then we've got the black opal in the middle. And then you know what? I'll add another aqua just because I want to give you guys, I know we've had now 3 so far. Here's another choice. It's the cut we haven't had yet, and it's an emerald cut. So let's give you, if none of the aquas have been appealing as of yet, I can't imagine, but if the cushion and the round and the marquise weren't quite for you, let's give you one last option, this time in the missing link, the emerald cut. And this is the essence of a must go. That means that this price needs to come way, way down. We're not here to just show them. They got to go. And if they don't, and again, I don't want to make more work for our jewelers. They do such an amazing job working around the clock here. You have no idea how they've been here. Hours and hours and hours on end. They're practically living here at the studio to try and get things done really, again, before Tucson kicks off and all the big events that are happening, and obviously a lot of special pieces going out the door to you. So this is where we don't want to make any extra work. So if I just give this the greatest price, not only does it benefit you, that's the whole point, is give you the greatest price possible. It also, it's something we don't have to provide extra work and start, you know, disassembling, right? There was enough care and time and love put into them. No one really need to take pieces apart. That's not really what we're here to do. So watch this price, and we'll get them under, and this is what's going to be so exciting when we go under $3,000, like $29.99 on black opal and platinum. Remember, we've got platinum and we've got gold. So let me walk you through. That's platinum. And then so is the ruby. That's also a platinum setting. They will stay as is. The diaspora, that is the color change variety, and the aqua, those are in gold, so those can be changed as far as gold color. So you do have an option there, but it's not going to be $29.99, even better. And that's the whole point. Got to make sure they are out of here. We got the big top of the hour coming up very quickly, so don't want you to miss that, or don't go anywhere and take a little respite and think, oh my gosh, it'll be back. No, we're just going to do some really wild deals here, right here and now. And Renata, let us know if you like this aquamarine. If the round didn't work for you, that's okay. But this is a really stunning wheel. And when you think about what's up here and they're going under $2,000 and they're not $19.99, suddenly I think we've got a value that's going to find their way to great homes. But just in case, maybe you want to pick up one or two. Or maybe you can't decide between the ruby and the diaspora, or the opal and the aqua, and you want to have the opportunity to shop all these values, the best of their kind. It's not even going to be $999, pretty much the best value you could ever do on the metal by itself. Just the metal alone should be more than that. We're not asking for $999. It's a top of the hour pre-party is what this is, in the form of must-go values that are also not going to be a $9.99 special. What can I tell you? This is the value. Take any one of them you want. They're all one of a kinds. None have to stay except for the platinum pieces. So the gold doesn't have to stay in the gold color it's in. You are still choosing your favorite. Make sure you get whatever gold color you want, but they're not even $899. Let's get them out the door. And remember, we've got a really important diaspora. That's a $275, by the way. That's almost 3 carats in a color-changing diaspora that's one source in the world. The aqua is a 160. That's already being verified. We've had now pretty much every cut you can have in aqua, all in the last couple of minutes. The aqua is a 160 with 22 points in diamonds. The platinum with the ruby, 74-point ruby, and that's with 28 points in diamonds. And then we have the opal. That is a very large look. It's a 1-carat stone, looks larger. 50 points in diamonds. They're $888. Let's go crazy with the 8s there and make them disappear. And we've got 60 seconds with that wheel until we move right along. And then I can't wait. The Savourate's coming up shortly. Very excited about that one. Sure, here comes the aqua on the hand. So that's the 160. Don't forget about the 22 points in diamonds. This is in white gold now. Oh no, another teeny tiny size. Let me show it here in the white gold on the hand here for a size perspective. That is awfully nice, isn't it? Boy, look at all the blues still coming through. That's so telling. When you can have an aqua emerald cut and can still light up blue like that is, very impressive. $888 on that one. That's what it looks like. And again, you know what? Let me just show it. On the ring finger here, it doesn't fit over my knuckle because it's a teeny size right now, but look at that. There's what it looks like. And you see how the band is done with partly gold, partly diamonds. It's kind of like a half and half design. Jason, you look like you have some interest. The ruby, sure thing. Here it is. This is the ruby, which is 112, 70, 90. And, oh, you got the panther? Thank you. Our panther from earlier is gone. This is the ruby for your collar, Jason, and that's going to be a 74-pointer. It's elongated, then it's set in platinum, so it does stay in the platinum, plus it has 28 points. Remember, baguettes on one side, rounds on the other, and then they kind of wrap around the oval as well. Let's take another look at it up close, and then you let me know on that one, Jason, because that's a one of a kind, and that's going to be, oh, good. We've got another request coming in. What a great-looking stone that is. Remember, the ruby stays in platinum, and so does the opal. Is that your caller on the line there, Jason? Is that Keith, or is he on the other line? Because we can show him whenever he's ready. We've got a great scene for him. Showed the round earlier. We've got a big emerald cut to show him. Go ahead. The ruby. You've got the ruby. All right. Ruby is gone over there. Again, 7090 for you, Tim, in platinum. Let us know on the aqua. That's verifying. And how can we help you? Aqua, verifying. What about you, Jason? Did you have Keith on the line or no? Okay. Here's the diaspora. Reminder. There's a very important diaspora that is a 2-carat 75. I still can't believe it. We're looking at an $888 price tag, and that's a nearly 3-carat color-changing diaspora. One source in the world, changes from that green golden champagne to a pink purple. It's like a mauve tone. It's like a pinky lavender. And that is going to be for one collar. 14 points in diamonds. They actually interlock. It's a halo, but it goes through the cutout detailing of the band. Here's what it looks like on yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold. You have the opportunity to change it to whatever gold color you like if yellow gold's not your favorite. So that's $888, $275 in the diaspora out of Turkey. Make sure you get that one. That is such a beautiful homage to a stone that is very highly prized right now. And then the aqua verifying as well. Now, Keith D. This is for you. This is 1125216. Let me start this presentation by saying I have a very strong feeling about this ring because I really, really love the stone. But I'm going to start you off by saying you don't need to leave it in the rose gold. This is when I have to pretend I'm a realtor selling houses, and I'm going to tell you, my client, as you walk into the house, please ignore the paint color and the carpet color because you're going to change that anyways. That's what you're going to do, okay? So you have to look at the bones. And I want you to look at the bones of the ring because I don't think it's the best look in the rose gold. I think it's better in white or yellow. But that's the way it's set right now. But I know it's going to take a little extra time. Now, if you love it in the rose, great. It's going to go right out after we size it. But I think for anybody who's a naysayer, which I think there have been some naysayers because it wouldn't be here otherwise. If this was in white gold or yellow gold, it'd be long gone already. It wouldn't be here, right? Because it would just be gone. It's our 5-carat 20, which is, I believe, our largest. I think the 8-carat's gone. So 520, largest color change spin we have. It's in a radiant cut. radiant that it sure is. And then you get the diamonds in the bridge, which are a carat 11. And I'm going to try it on the hand here. Please, please try to look past the rose gold if that's just not something you do. That is obviously a unusual alternative. And I do want to show you from the side because this is where you get to see the profile of your stone. Double Roman diamonds running underneath, side to side, diamonds that come up to the top halo. It's clean. This is what it looks like on. What a ring. It commands attention. And you're not even seeing the full breadth of this stone because that brilliance and that fire, all the colors of the rainbow that are coming through the bright green stone, get even more powerful when you see it in person. And yet, it's going to change color as well. Everything that you see that's making up the green body color of that stone, if you're in incandescent light, changes to red. Kind of like alexandrites do, but this is a more rare variety of color change gem than even alexandrite. So that's interesting. Not many stones in the world can claim that they're more rare than alexandrite. Not many. So here's one of them. And I'm going to blow it out right now. When it was a $12,999 deal, I'm going to ask you to take that leap of faith. White or yellow gold is our pleasure to do. Give us a little extra time, but I want it to be perfect. This is a collector's heirloom piece. And it's not even $10,000 or $99,000 or even $89.99, even $88.88, still not that. We're going to make sure it's even better. This is with our top of the hour, 10 seconds away. Let's really, truly blow it out. $5,999 only. And that's the one to own. Yes, Jess. The round aqua? Sure. Is that Renata? Hey, Renata. Did she already pick it up? Oh, wonderful. Well, let's try it on again for her. So the round aqua, thank you for the request. And again, please encourage anybody and everybody to make requests here because you'll be amazed at what we can bring out. It's not always limited to what we can show you in a 3-hour time span. So the vaults are definitely large, and we have access to everything. So never hesitate to request what you'd like to see. That's the 305, 77 points. See how it comes down on one side and then comes out the other. So again, not that just straight, perpendicular shank, which makes it so much more interesting, really complements the round and the double halo, and that is $19.99. So congratulations, Renata, on that one. And I would stick to the white gold on that one, but you do have a choice. And then here we are. This is the color change spin for $59.99. And if you'd like to get that one, it is a one only. And again, I would not only give you the opportunity to change the gold, I'd actually recommend it. Because and I normally, there's a lot of green stones that look okay in the rose gold. I think with this one, you're gonna be very, very happy with it in white or yellow. I know it's a lot to ask to look past that gold color it's currently sitting in. Were you talking to our requester, Jason, or somebody else? So did he bow out? Gotcha. All right, so just so you know, it's still available. He was on the line. He says, good to see. Gotta look at it. I know I get it. It's really, really tough to look past the rose gold. It's very jarring. Rose gold with this is a big mounting. So the rose gold is very overpowering here. It wouldn't be as garish in a lot of mountings when there's not as much gold, but this one's got a very large foundation of gold overall. With that, it is our top of the hour. And that means we have something very, very special coming up for you. And I am so glad that we've been working so hard behind the scenes to make this happen for you. I just am thrilled that tonight is the night we get to really bring it out, present it, debut it. Now, technically, we've had something like it before in the past. And let me know if you'd like that spin, because that is one for the ages. When it comes to collectibles, it doesn't get much more of a standout than that spin is right there. So welcome in, everybody. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with me. This is our big 2 hours left of our Thursday, only 1 hour down, 2 hours to go. So do let us know what requests you have. The spin is available if you'd like it. So again, you can grab it if you'd like, but we have a very special top of the hour, and we're already busy on the phone lines because we came out of the starting gates today showing this to you so that those of you that were asking for this, that missed out, how every now and then we bring on some great outside designer pieces. It's rare because most designers don't operate with the same quality that we do. So we don't often bring you a lot of outside designers, but every now and then we do. And we'll never forget it. There was a piece, it was a one of a kind, of course, and it was built essentially the same way this ring is. And there was such an overwhelming response to that ring, and it was gone in seconds, gone just like that. And I know where it went to a great home, and I'm sure she's digging it and loving it. But there were so many of you, and again, so many of you, I get hundreds and hundreds of correspondence a day, whether it's email or Facebook or Instagram or what have you, or just good old phone calls here to our phone bank where I take calls after the show. This is where a lot of you said, please, oh please, Lolo, please make that again. Figure out a way to get the designer to make another one, or better yet, we really tried and we said, well, one thing we know is we can't do it because we didn't have any of the ability to make what makes this ring so special, which is really multiple smaller savorites. You know, we see savorites, but they're usually in big stones individually, like 1 carat. This is the ring that you need to have. If you love designer, if you love bold, let's take a look at this. We go from one green to another. Yes? On that, I'll take it. Oh, which one, the Sphene? Congratulations on the Sphene. Thank you so much. Here it is. I know we need to zoom back. Now, we just had a big ring up there, but there was such response. So many of you had emailed and messaged and said, please, oh please. And at first the answer was, well, we can't do it. We're going to have to consult with the designer and see if they can do it. Well, we did. They said, nope, that was a one of a kind even by us. Can't make it again. So we sourced. This is where, again, it's one of the more labor of loves, and we do it for you because you asked for it. So this is what we're so proud to debut tonight, 112-7426. This is where you're getting the Savorite and diamond interlocking combination. Now, those are even brighter than most demontoids and Sphenes that we see, which are known as neon greens. That's even better and brighter. The color you're getting here, the neon, is really unreal. It's spectacular. We made it a little bit better, I must say, just because, well, the size is there. It's a big, bold style. It is so comfortable. I am struck by how comfortable it is to slide and glide onto the hand here. Look at the finishing all the way through. We mean business. It's 82 points. Now, actually, at first they said just white gold with black rhodium. That's the difference maker, I think. And that was also something that, just for the record, I've been here 8 years and a couple months. Actually, it'll be 8 years and 3 months in a couple days. I will say, we've not used our own designs with black rhodium ever. Ever. All these years of making and creating, designing and customizing and creating, we have never, ever have we had a piece we designed here in-house, that we made in-house, that was actually with black rhodium. And that is, as someone who's a big fan of this look, that is the difference maker here. The fact that you have the neon pops of those perfectly matched Savorite rounds, and then they're pave. And instead of putting them in the white rhodium of white gold, we put them in the black rhodium to really make them stand out. And that's what happens. Take a look. It's a really beautiful way to do it because it takes a bright stone already, and believe it or not, it just makes it brighter. Yes? Of course. The height, like how much it sits off the hand. Good, we'll do that. Not much. I can tell you here, your finger is going to be right up here. And so it does not. See how it could, like, I see what they mean. It could like take off like wings on a bird, right? It doesn't do that, but let me show it on, and we're gonna do a couple of things. I don't even know if I can really quantify a measurement on that. I'll try, but let me show it to you here. I got my millimeter gauge, so I'm ready. But it doesn't sit up high at all. Now, is it flush to the hand? No, because you can't make the interlocking design by doing that. But what's that? You've got one already, thinking about one? They're ready to go? We've got a couple people already saying, I have to have one, just sign me up, I'm getting one. This is before the value's even up there. Do you see what I mean, Jason? It's not, I can measure it, but it's gonna be kind of tough to do. I would say in millimeter, we're talking about no more than 3 millimeters off the hand. Of course, the width is coming up. I'll do that in like inches, because that's probably more what we're used to doing, right? Jewelry's often in millimeter size. The top to bottom is going to be 3/4 of an inch. So from one point to the other, it might be slightly more than that, but we're talking very, very minuscule. So a little difference there when you go from one side to the other at the widest point. Of course, here's also a look at it from the back, so we can see how it tapers. This is why, and it's comfortable. I'm a jewelry wearer, so that's the difference. You got a gal who wears jewelry. I wear fine jewelry every day. I love jewelry, but I know it needs to not only look good, but feel good. I'm all for wearing shoes that don't feel good and sometimes clothing that doesn't feel good, but honestly, when it's jewelry, it's gotta feel good because it's the piece you're wearing all the time, right? My rings I'm not wearing once a month, like a shoe, you know, I'm wearing shoes like, sometimes wear shoes once, right? It's for one event, it's for a few hours. Jewelry you're living your life in, so it has to be comfortable. I cannot tolerate, as a high maintenance human being, I cannot tolerate uncomfortable jewelry. So that's how this one is built. So beautifully done in the inside, which I'll show you again. Here it is, up close and personal. Hi, Susan K. Thank you so much, Susan. You are so kind. You are very, very kind. Good to see you with us here tonight. But this one, 82 points. I didn't even tell you the diamond weight yet. It's 69 points in the diamond weight, and it does truly interlock. So Jason, did that answer all their questions on the height? It's not something that I don't think is going to intrude or impede on any like daily wear. I don't think it's going to catch on things. I don't think you're going to have any issues with it being in the way of things, or like you can't drive. I mean, I don't wear a lot of gloves unless they're for fashion. I don't even think it would interfere with gloves. Like if you're in a cold weather climate and you're still putting on gloves for the next few months, I don't even think it's going to be a struggle to put gloves over it. If that gives you any kind of solace in how comfortable and how wearable this is going to be. So let's take another look at it. We got a huge value here, black rhodium 14K, but you can also do yellow gold, and it would look gorgeous in yellow gold as well. And the best part is the piece we had that was not designed by us, and I don't know if our gal's watching who actually picked it up and purchased it in Florida, but if she is, she can remind me because I didn't have a chance to look it up and get all nosy and get into your account, but I think it was $39.99. And this one, yeah, may have a little more gold in it. And you know what? It's not going to be $39.99. We put together a value, a big time, super special value. But that's also why it's our top of the hour. And Jason, who do you have thinking about it? I love that they're ready to go. Saw it, knew it, love it. Isn't that true about jewelry? It should be that immediate reaction. It should be a visceral reaction. I always say, you don't really need someone to talk you into jewelry. You know instantly what you like and what you don't like. And if you do need someone to talk you into it, it's probably not the right piece, to be honest. You know it when you see it. Now, I got to tell you about the value because it's not going to be $39.99. I guarantee you we could sell each one we have here for $39.99 because you guys understand when there's a lot of gold like this and that detail of doing the black rhodium setting, which offsets those stones and seeing the inside, it's not going to be $29.99 either. We've got a better value. I've only got a couple available. That is why it's going to be very quick to go. Please don't wait if you're already thinking about it because we have 4 people already on the line who are saying yes. They are saying yes regardless of the price, but they also know it's TVON, so we're going to make that price right, guaranteed. But it's also not $29 or $25 or $24.99. It is a piece that also works middle finger, index finger, so if you feel like you're running out of room on the hand, I say add this. I don't think I can fit this one on my middle finger. Well, I'll try. There it is on the middle finger, and then the index, it would be awesome, right? That side-to-side look, that two-tone, whether you get the yellow or the white gold, that's only going to be the diamond section. No matter what, you're getting the black rhodium. So that's always going to look so complementary to it and always so bold. And it's not going to be even 24 or 23. I'm here to make it a value. That's why it's our top of the hour. It's not just about the look and the design and the quality. It's about the value. And it's not 23. Please check other designers that do this multicolor. We have not done this before. Very unusual for us to work in melee that's in a color. Usually when it's melee, it's diamonds, and that's it. Pave, diamonds. That's all we've really worked with in the past. This opportunity, and that's why it took a while, but so worth the wait if you ask me. I'm so proud of the way it came to be, and it turned out, and it's not even going to be $23 or $22.99. This is the one to own. Think index finger, think right hand, ring finger perhaps. It's a high style. Trust me, it turns heads. Nobody is going to ignore this ring. You can't wear it and not have it noticed. It's going to be noticed. Take a look at it one more time. It's not even 22 or 21 or $2,099. Truly a blowout of massive, can only be done on Thursday night proportion here. It is $1,999. And please yell them out when you've got them because this is obviously a labor of love. It's also a labor of just incredible amounts of time. So we can't have this unlimited quantity. It's very limited. And that's a lot of ring for $19.99, and it's still one of the rarest garnets in the world combined with beautiful PS diamonds that we love. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought, G. I thought so. I like that. Well, she is watching. And G, do you love it? You got the OG, you got the original, and it was in white gold as well, right? And I know it was from the outside design. Do you love your ring? She's watching, and she says, yep. I don't know how you remember that stuff, but yeah. And I actually contacted the gals that were on the wait list by memory, too. I went, now I know you wanted this, and I know you wanted this, and then I contacted a couple other gals by email that I said, I know you will like it. I said, I know, that's the beauty of shopping together over a lot of years is you get to know everybody's style, and I don't even need to shop with you for years. I get to know you guys really fast, so it's nice to be able to say, hey, heads up, you might like this ring. And sure enough, we've got a lot of folks. Oh, and she says she loves it. I'm so glad to hear it. Well, I know it went to a great home, and you know, one of the original buyer of the original ring is just loves wearing it. Says, yep, comfortable, beautiful, all the things. So, did you have one too? Oh, good. Who else got one, Tim? Linda. Oh, Linda got one. What about you? Leanne. Hi. Oh, Leanne. Good. And what about you? Who else? Jess, did you get one too? Oh, okay, we've got one left then. All right, so we're not sold out yet. We have one left, but $19.99, we'll give it 30 seconds. Then we're going to move on. Thank you so much. Enjoy it. It is one you really will wear. I think more often than you even imagine at this point. And again, not too much elevation off the hand. Remember, it's all beautifully finished on the inside. So it's smooth with that gold. The little details that open it up in the back, that's to properly clean your stones. Because remember, if you ever say, I clean my ring, I don't get it, I'm polishing it, I'm scrubbing it, I'm giving it the soap and water treatment you always advise, and it still looks dingy or dirty, go in the back. You got to clean those stones from the back. Don't forget about the back, okay? So make sure you just give it a good cleaning from the back, and that extra little open work allows you to do that so you can clean your piece properly. But that is going to be an outstanding designer ring. Then how about anybody thinking about that mandarin I flashed earlier? This going from one green garnet, can you believe these are part of the same family? Green garnet into this bright neon orange garnet. It's mandarin 112-7413 is your item number. Now it's going to lean a little bit if I let it go, but I want you to see the close up here. $468 on the mandarin garnet. Thank you all so much. I'm so glad you love it. Again, we do have one left though. We do have one left if you'd like to still get that designer piece for your own there. And thank you to everybody who did. So appreciate that. But here we are with 112-7413 is the mandarin 468. That's easy enough. 468, 1 carat in one. Gosh, I would have guessed 1.5, but I'll take it. 1 carat in diamonds, lots of round brilliance in a motif that reads very elegant, doesn't it? A nice big cocktail ring, no doubt about that. Let's take a look at it on the hand. It's supposed to be $79.99. Don't you worry a thing about that piece. At that price, we'll make it a lot better than $8,000. And again, $468 and 14 karat white gold mounting. I would consider leaving it in that white gold for contrast. A little yellow gold is going to give it a little more tonal. 1 carat in diamonds, first caller, $79.99. I cannot do. I just love that you can change the gold on most everything we offer, by the way, and yet this one as well. Something so clean, so bright. I was excited about the discount because, again, it's not good enough just to be a really cool piece. I'm a believer that it's got to be a value too. I like to, I guess maybe it's just, all these years, or when you're just kind of known for value, it doesn't mean you don't get quality. It means that it's got to be both. Quality is the precursor. That's the prerequisite, rather. That's what's got to be here. But if it's not a value, I'm not going to bother with it. The way this was marked down in our little pre-Tucson party here, it makes it really astounding. It's not even $7 or $6. Even $59.99 seems like a very fair price for a stone of that magnitude. But it's not. It's not $59. It's not $49. It's not $39. Now we've just seen like ridiculous. That's crazy. $39.99 for a piece like that. It's going to be the one, the only. Look at that beautiful color. This is the stone you get. This is the ring you're going to receive. We just need to know what ring size. And if you're a perfect size 7, great. It's ready to go. It is $3,499 instead. We're going to the ends of the earth on discounting here tonight. So that's a mega piece. And one more time on the hand as we're verifying on this one, no doubt about it, that's going to go because big mandarins don't get that price. They do not, especially with a diamond weight that, yes, if you're reading that as more than 1 carat, I completely agree. Visually, it's looking far more than a 1 carat size. And get ready, we got tanzanites. We do. I showed you the big ones earlier, the 14 and the 15.5 round. But we do have more on the way in a 7 carat tonight, and also 2 pendants. 2 pendants. An Asher and a cushion cut square. So whichever you may like, it's going to be a little bit of a tanzanite night where we've got a last call, some drop earrings as well. They're marked down. As a matter of fact, we may do those next. Tennis bracelet time is coming up at the bottom of the hour. Why not? $520 in diamonds in a bracelet. That's going to be here. The classic, the tried and true. Nobody does VS diamond tennis bracelets, but we do, and we've got that coming up in about 13 minutes. Okay, and by the way, if you're a yellow diamond lover, I love to have a really good yellow diamond. Look what I brought out tonight, the favorite of the mountings. It's so rare because we're seeing this one in yellow. We usually see them in white gold. This is all yellow gold, but you can change it. So yeah, we did bring out a big yellow diamond tonight as well, and that Savorite, I might just keep wearing. As long as we still have one left, I might just keep on wearing that so you can see a look at it. And don't forget about the mandarin garnet for $34.99. This is the yellow diamond that's a little bit later. Also, if you have any requests. Now, I know we did have the diaspora on that wheel. It was the oval. If anybody is looking for a diaspora, but you'd rather have a radiant in an even bigger size, look at this one. And the way the shank comes up and meets with that stone is the perfect match and complement to the way the stone itself is cut. What do you think about that? 112-6791. Look at that. Isn't that a great stone? You can already see purples and lavenders and pinks coming through. That's cool. Then it's a 339 radiant cut. 6791 is the number. We can make quick work of this one, and keep in mind we still have a couple of our aquas available from earlier, like the cushion cut and the marquise, and the peridot ring was here. So you've got some options still in the aquas if you need them. But here we are with the radiant cut 339 and 49 points in diamonds and a choice of gold. And all of this where you're not even going to see much of the gold, because when it's on the hand, I'm going to come in real close, because clarity is a big deal with this stone. And it's not always something you get. It's not a given. It's not, it's definitely, actually, it's really super rare to get great clarity in a diaspore. This is the Turkish diaspore. It's the one that's known for changing color. We have some of the pink material that's out of the Afghan region. Got plenty of that if you ever want to see it. But this is the color changing variety, so a step up in that they're both one source, but this is the one that changes. So it's a phenomenal stone. And I don't mean just, ooh, it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal stone, literally. Figuratively, yes, we see that, but literally as well, because it changes color. And I can just blow it out right now. First caller gets it. I know you know this one for $39.99. Look at the pinks, look at the clarity. And anything over 3 carats is considered jumbo in this stone. Take a look at it on, because then I think it looks even more. It's got presence to it. There's something even larger in its look with that radiant cutting. And then if you wanted to, there's a little bit of a work where it sits up a little higher, so you can actually stack. When I do this, it's kind of stimulating for all my Wonder Ring owners out there, my band ring owners, everybody that likes to stack. This is one of those rings and designs that lends itself well to stacking. So always like to point that out when it's the case. 39, not going to be. Are you ready for a big value? It's a drop in the price here for our big Thursday as we reach the halfway point almost. And of course, when we get there, is the tennis bracelet, the biggest one we have. And yet this is not 39 or 29, even 19.99. You know these stones are precious. They are super, super rare. I'll make it easy. It's not 19.99. It's even better. You get a mega, mega value. This can only happen tonight when we got to move some jewelry. This is your time to make sure you pick up anything and everything that you can't live without. And if you think you kind of like it, well, with these prices, you can't live without it. It's just, that's what we love, when the best in quality comes together with these really insanely low discounted prices. You just take what you love. You take them, you get them. They're fabulous, and we're going to make this $1,499 for a $339. Very, very important stone there. And it's in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. And somebody needs that mandarin garnet we just had a few minutes ago. That one has got to go. That $468 for that price, I'm still astounded. And one more time on the hand on this one. And again, I just want to show you here because you don't see the gold. So it's not going to be a huge difference. If you choose to take it out of the yellow like it's in now and go white or rose, you're not going to see a lot of that gold. So just for reference there, I wanted you to see it on the hand because it really is stone and diamond centralized here. That's what you see the most of. Thank you so much. So we have got, oh, wonderful. Another request. You got it. And, oh, is he, he hung up?
Oh, no. Desiree, she's going to talk.
Oh, she rather. Okay, well, we're going to show it now. So let me go back to the wheel here, and we've got, because your requests come out real fast. So is that Desiree?
Desiree.
Am I saying that properly? Okay. So Desiree, here you go. Is it this specific ring, or does she just need a blue zircon? This ring, I was going to say, I got to compliment her taste, because this ring is outstanding. And first of all, there's a couple things at play here. The zircon, electrified. Sometimes they are darker, sometimes they are a little lighter. This is what we call the presentation grade. There's always going to be that starlight blue zircon effect, 112-6412. These are out of Cambodia and only out of Cambodia, so they're mined out. We know that. The blue zircons only came from that one mine, that one region of the world. However, what's really important with 6412 is not only this utmost in color where it's got that real eye-popping saturated blue, but it's the fact that also it's in a mountain where it's reflecting all those blues around it, underneath it. Do you see what's happening? It looks like the blues extend far beyond just the perimeter of the stone. And keeping in mind, you can change it to white gold or You can also change it to rose gold. But it's also diamond weight at 46 points. That goes all the way around it. There are heart-shaped details, yes, but I do want to show you on because from a distance, you probably won't see those heart shapes. It doesn't read as heart shapes. I had this mounting yesterday with a morganite. By the way, I told you that 168 morganite faced up bigger. I think this is the proof, right? If you were with me last night and you remember seeing that 168 pear-shaped morganite in the same mounting, it was this mounting. And I told you at the time, I don't think that's right. It looks like a lot bigger than a carat 68. Well, this proves it. Here's a 575, same mounting. So yeah, something was up with that morganite, and I think whoever got it got a lot more than they bargained for, but that's good. So now we've got 46 points in diamonds. They're basically on the outside, the edge. It can be done in the white or rose, so please choose what combination you truly love the best. There is a richness about this, though, with that particular color in the yellow, and we got a better price than $49.99. And did you see how from a distance you don't really read it as hearts? They're there. That's what it is. Heart-shaped mill grain detail all the way through between the stone and the diamonds. But it's $49.99, supposed to be. Here's the back. This is the side profile. So it doesn't sit up all that high. It's got, well, look at this creative finishing. Well, hearts on the outside, pear shapes making hearts on the inside. You see that? That'd be kind of a fun personality test. Do you see pear shapes or heart shapes first? Because I saw pear shapes first, and then I'm seeing that they're actually interlocking to look like hearts. So it's a really beautiful design here, and that is what you call grade finishing, where it still retains the open work that is part of this design, but still makes it comfortable and adds a lot of extra gold. And it's not going to be $49 or $39 or even $29.99. It's down to $1,999 only. And one more time on the hand, because I only had it on the one way on the hand, let me show you the other. Pointing down or away from the hand. That's what it looks like from that distance. We've got another, basically we just saved you $3,000, saving $1,000 more than you're spending. That's always a good situation, and we've got it for $19.99. So if you'd like that one, and again, we usually see our zircons, thank you. We usually see them in the white gold, but we do have this one obviously ready to go in the yellow, but you can change it. And then here's the other way. If you'd like to see that pear shape pointing up towards the hand, that's the way it looks there, and I am going to flash. That's my Savarite designer diamond ring there together. We just had that at the top of the hour, also $19.99 for the Savarite and diamond. Still have one there if you'd like it. And then what does she think? You got it. Thank you so much. Enjoy. I've got some pieces here for Philip and Constance. Are they all the pieces here or for the two of them? All of them. Gotcha. So we've got a lot of pendants and it looks like some necklaces. So let me see if I can show these. I don't know if they're kind of debating between all five, but we've got a lot of beautiful pendants and necklaces to show you. So let me put the pendants down up close so we can see those really, really well. And yeah, here's the big, now this is a variety. This is gonna be a fun wheel for everybody to take a look at because obviously requests are great and we love that, but there's quite a few different pieces and oh, be good for me. Stay up there for me. We've got that beautiful gold quartz round in a little bookend of diamonds. We also have the fabulous necklaces I'm gonna show you all together on the hand, but there are two pendants that are requested. This is a kunzite. It's a 1710 ultimate neon Afghan material. Has this great door knocker style of a bail. Then we have the gold quartz. Rare to see those in pendants. This one is done beautifully in the white gold. Of course, that's yellow gold that's naturally occurring in the gold quartz, and that's going to be 1122553. So we've got two great options here in pendants. The rest that I'm going to show you are necklaces, which means, well, one's a necklace, one's a pendant on a chain, and the last is also a pendant on a chain. And there's a lot of variety coming up, but there are the two strictly pendants here for you. And there are two options, and we got three necklaces coming up as well. And there they are. The gold quartz is a 3-carat round. Does have a diamond accent on the sides, and the gold quartz is going to have 12 points in diamonds. It's $6.99. Yeah, it's a big value. $6.99 on the gold quartz. If you like the kunzite, quite a difference here. It's a 17-carat 10 on 1126576, and that's going to be a 1710 kunzite with 11 points in diamonds. And really is one of the prettier cuts. It's an oval, but it's still a little bit more modified. It's got a little extra facet pattern to the inside, so it's really got a nice rounded edge to it. Then I have three necklaces to choose from, and I will drape them across my hand here so you can see each one really, really well, as far as some cat's eye and some morganite. This is really good morganite. And then I've got a very large opal that's also here in platinum. So we'll show you three different necklaces coming up next, and they each come with chains, or just in the case of the morganite, it's a full-on necklace. So that's not a a pendant with a chain. It's actually a full necklace. So this is kind of like a dog tag style, if you will, in this larger look here with this oval shape. It's got an emerald cut stone. This is in rose gold. And then the necklace does this split here where it's a Y style necklace. Almost looks like a lariat design. So we can show these all on the neckline. Then this is our opal. How beautiful is this? This is Australian lightning ridge material. It's a very large stone. That opal is a 377, 6 points in diamonds. So it's simple up top. It almost looks like the letter A in a way, a little bit. And then it's got a chain. This is a roller link platinum chain as well. So that's a very sturdy chain. And then here's the cat's eye. It's a cat's eye chrysoberyl. And that cat's eye chrysoberyl is very green, not as much yellow, very green, centralized chatoyancy. That's going to be a cat's eye. It's a 133 with 25 points in diamonds, also in platinum. So your 2 in white metals here on the outside are both platinum. The prices are as follows. They're all incredibly discounted. This stays in rose gold. This stays in platinum, this stays in platinum. So they will stay in the metal they're in. This is a removable chain, so is this. This is a full necklace, so no removable, does not remove from the chain itself. And that's the largest. Do you know that no matter what, none are over $2,000. Even this massive opal here is $19.99. The entire dog tag style here, which really is just this big platform of gold, rose gold, emerald cut stone, big time morganite, 336. That's also $19.99. And then the chrysoberyl's even less. This is a cat's eye chrysoberyl, one of the rarest stones out there, and that's going to be under $1,000 with the chain. In platinum, diamond weight is 25 points. We're going to do this one for only $888. So you choose $888, $19.99, $19.99, and we can show any of them on the neckline up close. I know these are all from one requester, so obviously they're probably not going to take them all. So obviously all of our shoppers are available to shop what they like here because they're all one-onlys. When they're gone, and really outstanding stones. So $19.99, $19.99, $888, and then we can show them all up close as well, in addition to our 2 pendants that are down here as well, already hanging out. So we'll let those continue to be together here to consider the gold quartz, which is also, remember, $6.99 for the gold quartz. I'll show you the up close on each pendant that you just saw in the hand too. So even though those are full-on necklaces, not just pendants, we want to show them up close. There's the cat's eye chrysoberyl. So there's your up close. Remember, that one's $888 with the platinum setting and the chain. And then we have the big opal. The opal is so outstanding. This is Australian. It's a slide, so you can use a bigger chain, but we already gave you a huge chain. It's a roller link. That's going to be the 377. Remember, $19.99. That is the most perfectly balanced colorway I think we have in an opal there. Out of Lightning Ridge, Australia, only the best of the best. And that's in platinum. And then comes with the chain, of course. And then let me show you the morganite close up as well, because that's such a pretty necklace. It's a bold style. And then let me know what you want to see on the neckline, if anything at all. Here's the morganite. Now, it's got some gold glare here, because that's the way our cameras do it. But there it is. There's the rose gold with the 3-carat 36 morganite emerald cut and diamonds all the way around it. And that's that attached to the chain, so it's all a full necklace, and it's kind of the Y style of the link. If you see it here, I think it'll be a better understanding of what I mean by the Y style. So when you actually see it on, you can see how that looks from a distance. This one stays in the rose gold, and you can see what I mean by those splits. It's almost like a paperclip link chain, and that's $19.99. So which one would you like? I know we don't have item numbers up for 5 items at one time. We can't do that, but this is the morganite. And then let me know what else you want to see on the neckline. Please ask any questions you have. I know that's a lot of different requests. So back to the wheel we'll go. And again, these are the pendants, $6.99 for the gold quartz, and only, I still can't get over that kunzite, $19.99 for the kunzite as well. So everything we've shown you, nothing is over $2,000 in the necklaces or the pendants. So that's going to be very, very special. And again, they're open to everybody who wants them. So you've got a chance to pick them up if you'd like to. And then the diamond bracelet is next, because we promised that for the bottom of the hour. So it is on the way. Please let me know which of the pendants. Remember the gold quartz. I'll give you the item number again on that one if you'd like that. That's super rare to see gold quartz in a pendant. It's item number 1122553, and it's the most affordable at $6.99. I think we may need to put this opal up with the graphics as well, because the opal is just outstanding. Here's the opal. Got to show you the graphics, because I know it's very tough to buy something without seeing the carat weights. At least I think it is. So here's 1126135. Let's just say it like it is. That one's got to go. That one's got to go. It's a 377 black opal. It's a 6-point diamond weight. Look at the colors. And if that's on TV, looking that good and that bright, what's that going to look like in real life? I can tell you. Take all those colors there as they are, and it just gets better. So much better. And now, look at that. Tony getting all fancy, lowering the iris there, showing us more of a true-to-life look at that color. That one's also $19.99. It's a pendant and the chain. So they're all here if you like them. I just thought that needed a look up close with that carat weight. $377 and the lightning. I mean, that is just outstanding. Look at the back. Double-sided. No host rock at all. This is not crystal opal. This is the best of the best of the best. The crystal opals come from Ethiopia. They tend to have usually a yellow tinge to them. They tend to have a little bit less color. This is all throughout. All right, $19.99 for the opal. This kunzite, $19.99 for a 17 karat plus. This is the gold quartz. It's only $699 for the gold quartz. Let me give you another look at that one here, upright, as it doesn't want to go, but there you can see the diamonds on either side. And then don't forget, we also had the amazing morganite piece and the chrysoberyl, the cat's eye chrysoberyl. That one's $888 for the cat's eye chrysoberyl and platinum, that little floral element up top, $112.68.69 on that one. So for all of our shoppers who are going, well, I'm being very polite because those weren't my requests, so I'm going to let them go. It looks like our requesters are letting everybody get what they want here because we've had 5 amazing pieces. They're all still here. Let's get to our diamond tennis bracelet. I know this, a lot of people have a diamond tennis bracelet already. And what really is exciting about this is that we are giving you the opportunity where if you've maybe had a bracelet from yesteryear, maybe you've had it for some time, maybe you got it from before TVON ever existed. And this one's a really tricky one because it doesn't do this wraparound very well because it's too big. The stones are so large, but it doesn't sit up very well either because, again, it's too big. So let me show it on the wrist here first. That's going to be the best way to gauge the size because keep in mind, that's a lot of big diamond weight. All the way through, a tennis bracelet means what? Well, simply one side to the other. All the way through, end to end, consistent, beautiful diamonds. Big Round Brilliance, we'll just do a quick little Tucson giveaway here because we're moving out some jewelry. The more we can get out to you, the less we have to pack up and take. So here's your opportunity to get 111-1605. Keep in mind, a 111 item number is from some time ago. And you're probably thinking, I don't run TVON's computer system. I don't know why that's relevant or why I need to know that. It's actually one of the most important things I think you can know here is about the item numbers, because if you see a 111 prefix to your item number, and this one, I promise at some point I'm probably gonna have to hold it up here to show you the proper angle so you can see the stones. But here's what I want you to see. There's a beautiful basket work. I wanna get you acquainted with this. I know a lot of you are seeing the basket work from the sides. I wanna get you familiar with what this is because we don't often do tennis bracelets of this size. We bring you the 269 all the time. That's our kind of our classic bestseller. This is a step up. Okay, many, many, many steps up. This is our 520. Each and every diamond in the bracelet is a 5mm round brilliant. Keep this in mind. When I talk about stones that look bigger than they weigh, that's really something that I know as a buyer and a shopper myself, that's something I look for. And this is definitely that. Keep in mind that 1 carat diamonds are 6 to 6.5 millimeters. A millimeter is a teeny increment measurement. So there's not a lot of visual difference between a 5 and a 6 or 6.5. So the fact that these are each and every one of them across the bracelet are 5mm, that's a big deal. That's a huge, huge stone. And what you're getting here is, let me hold it up for you so you can see. We're going to give it away because we know this is our largest size we have. It's a 520 made the right way. This is how our tennis necklaces are made. It's how our other tennis bracelets are made. It's how our diamond studs are made, where they have a lot of gold beneath them. And look at those white, bright diamonds all the way through. It's supposed to be $99.99. We're going to do a little giveaway here for our best of the best in diamonds. Keep in mind, this is a 7-inch style. It fits most of us. If you need an 8-inch, we have to make it, but we will custom make it for you. And we will offer you it's a little bit extra. You'll have to ask your operatives about that because they'll need to know exactly what length you need. But the offering I'm going to give you is for the 7-inch style, which fits the average size wrist. And if you wear a 6.5, this is good. And if you wear a 7, this is perfect. Here's what we're going to do. It's supposed to give you a little bit of room so that it can move and turn, but not ever go down the hand, right? We don't want this coming off. It's that insert closure. Let me show you. One side, it's covered in diamonds. The other side inserts or slides in. So this is the slide insert closure that we know for tennis bracelets. These are your figure 8 safeties, which are super important, and the ultimate value is here. Keep in mind, these are not little itty bitty diamonds. They're not the little accent stones that we talk about as 25,000 a carat. It's a whole different deal when you are talking about diamonds that are huge sizes individually. I'll have to do the math. I don't have an exact count here on the stones, but I believe there are approximately, I think there are, let me check here because I think we've got about 30 stones here. So they're huge, and we know that, and we appreciate that. But if you would like to get this tennis bracelet and have this everyday style, and maybe upgrade to the VS because maybe it's been a minute since you shopped for a tennis bracelet and or maybe you were gifted one years ago and you still know they're valuable, so you still wear it and love it, but you realize maybe those diamonds have seen better days. Maybe, in other words, you had the ESI version or the I1s, 2s, and 3s that are a little more commonplace, and you're ready to upgrade so that your diamonds in your bracelet match all the rest of the diamonds you wear in your rings and earrings and necklaces. And if you've been shopping at TVON, you've got VS diamonds. So it's time to have the bracelet to match, to be exactly like it. Here's how we're gonna do it. Not even $99.99. It is our value for, you got one chance here. And I can change the gold if you want it in yellow or if you want it in rose. But we've hit a lull since we showed all those pendants and necklaces. So let's help you out, bring you back to value here. It's not gonna be even $99, $89, $79. These are the $25,000 a carat diamonds, conservatively speaking. That's for little tiny bitty accent stones. That's not what you have here. And I gotta count every inch here. Let me show you on the wrist so you get an idea. Because for every inch of diamonds here, and I'm just going to measure this on my own real quick because I need to give you an approximation here of the diamonds. Looks like you have 5 diamonds, just what you would expect because there's about 25 millimeters in an inch. So you have 5 diamonds per inch. You have 35 diamonds. So here's what we're going to calculate right now, as you probably are doing at home. You're thinking about, okay, it means every diamond here is almost 15 points apiece. That is a big deal. The way they're set, they look bigger. This is what they do from a distance. Here's how they look against a skin tone. And we've got one, and I'm not making it 79, 69, 59, 99. Nobody can touch our diamond values. The bigger they get, I will say the bigger value we have. It's true. We've seen it with diamond bands of late. If you have that diamond band, the 6-stone style, this would be a wonderful match, an incredible match, the match to that diamond band. And it's not $59.99. It comes down to this. Please check them out, but after you get this value because you want to make sure this one is yours. I'm going to show it on the wrist again. I think that's the most important thing. This is still not, I wouldn't say oversized. Obviously, a personal preference thing is what comes to play on a diamond bracelet, but there's a lot of really petite versions out there. This one, substantial. Really incredible look. And it's not $59.99. We've already got verifications going on. Not going to last, obviously. It's too good, it's too rare, it's too specialty, and it's not even $59.99. Nobody does this on 15-point diamonds. Through and through, it doesn't graduate. They don't get smaller. I know this one won't sit on its own, so give me a chance to pick it up here for you, but I need to say this. If you'd like this one, and we can get this right out to you, please call early. Please, if you need it in a gold color change, might take a little extra time. But white gold, if the key is this, if you're getting white diamonds like these are, stay in the white gold. Honestly, even if you're not typically a white gold person, I like yellow gold a lot. I wear mostly yellow gold, but when it comes to our VS diamonds, I want white gold because I want to show off how white and bright they are. And by the way, it's not even $59.99. Yes. Did they? Gold quartz pendant gone. Oh, and the cat's eye too. Thank you so much. That was Philip and Constance. Thank you both so much. Enjoy those pieces. Cat's eye and gold quartz are gone. And 7 inches is what we have here. Talk to your operatives if you need a longer length. This is not $59.99. Are you ready for, I don't think we need to drop it anymore. I think it's gone already. Perhaps. You're going to save even more. $4,999. Nobody in the world does that on VS Diamonds except for us. And this is always a good time to remind you that we don't do lab grown. Just gotta throw out that disclaimer now every time I have diamonds. I gotta make sure you understand we don't do lab grown. And you know what I'm gonna do is come in even closer because this is still zoomed back for rings. Let me show you here. And again, it's not gonna sit on a wheel very well because that's where you have these rounded baskets. It looks like a bezel. It is not. These are 4-prong, individually set. This is not just a sample and we send you out something that doesn't resemble it. This is actually the bracelet you get. Now, if you change the gold color, we take those diamonds out and we put them in yellow gold or rose gold. So not a big deal or issue, but those are the diamonds you want to have. Yes? Sure, the Morganite necklace was item number 111-4109. And Tim, how can we help you? Anything going out there that we should know about? All right, because I'm getting ready for another big top of the hour. There's our bracelet. And then let me move those pieces that just sold. We still have that opal. That is amazing. The opal is still here. You've got the Morganite? Oh, good. The Morganite now has found its home as well. So it just leaves us with the kunzite and the opal. The kunzite was a pendant. The opal was a necklace. And then let me know, Jason, if you're thinking about the tennis bracelet. And then when that goes, that will be gone. And then again, cat's eye and gold quartz are spoken for as well. But remember, every diamond here, 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters or 1 carat. So there's a really just striking, amazing look here. If you're getting 5 millimeters and you're thinking, well, they're 15 points, they're big. Still, they look much larger. 5 millimeters is very close to a 1 carat size. And if those were 1 carats all the way around, you'd be looking at, 35 carats worth of diamonds. So it gives you, in other words, that look. And that's a big part of how they're set that way, securely, beautifully, and really to show off those diamonds in that white gold. So congratulations on the Morganite necklace. And don't forget, we have the kunzite pendant and the opal in platinum still here waiting for good homes. So some great pieces still available. And then don't forget also about the last Savorite and diamond piece that I'm wearing. If you missed this about 45 minutes ago, this designer Savorite and diamond ring that we made for you with black rhodium and white gold, or you can choose yellow gold with the black rhodium. That is $19.99 if you've been catching glimpses of that one, wondering what that's about. That is down to $19.99 as well. Our tennis bracelet, Jason, are you taking the tennis bracelet? Not yet. Okay, so we are still verifying on the tennis bracelet for $49.99. Valentine's Day around the corner. It's got to be time for a tennis bracelet, right? And then we will show you. Still keep in mind the diasporas here. That was that radiant cut. Did you take something, Jason? Gotcha. Okay, thank you so much. All right, well, then I probably should take that ring off. All right, let's move on to a great pair of tanzanite drop earrings. Before we get into our tanzanites at the top of the hour as far as rings and pendants, I do have a really incredible pair, and a lot of pieces are going after the fact tonight, so please don't hesitate to dial in. Just make sure you get these pieces before somebody else does. This is the tanzanite fancy cut, and yep, there's an earring. So you actually have 2 of these identically matched. We don't sell single earrings because that's something actually that's happening right now. I've seen a lot of earrings sold as separates, as singles, and that's not what we're going to do. These are fancy. Look at that cutting in blue wing block D museum reserves and a big carat weight coming your way. So this would be 112-5374. Isn't that lovely? Kind of a fun cut the way they flare out too, because when you see them north to south and upright, the way you're going to see them on the ear, it's fun how they create this look where you get a nice little, more narrow at the top, and then they kind of flare out at the base, and so they're really giving that wider kind of look. Diamonds all the way around as well. It's going to be 83 points. In the diamond, no, I have 85 actually, so let's correct that. I've got 85 points in diamonds here, and they stay in the white gold. And so let's also get you a look at them on the ear and also from a distance so we can get the length, which should be 1 3/8 inches, but that's why I double, triple check everything for you, because you just never know. So here we go. This is a hoop to start. Drops down to that beautiful, almost think of like an elongated trapezoid in a way, is kind of what it gives the look of. It's also 1 3/8 inches top to bottom, and that starts with a hoop. You see how it's going to hinge, open up, keep in mind, does not actually touch the post. There's a little circular style on that lever back that actually just clasps together, but it doesn't actually clasp onto the post, so that's good. Your post is never going to warp. It's never going to change its orientation, so it'll always latch perfectly, and they're 18 karat gold as well. Staying in the white gold, you've got 1370, so they're real close to 7 carats each. I'll pop one on as you take a close-up look at the other, and the matching is incredible, not just in the cutting, but in the really saturated. Of course, these are museum reserves, so we expect great saturation. We expect a lot of red, and you're definitely getting that delivered. Here's what they look like on, so you can really see what those are all about, and I'll just show you here. And again, what a beautiful look that is to see that detail of that drop and the way they're going to hit right at that point there where, again, kind of the jawline on down. So they really look special there. And we're going to make them super affordable. They wouldn't be here if they weren't a value. Take another look at them close up. We'll get you a great value here. Big time opportunity on this earring. 1 pair only, $19,000. $18,999 is actually where they started. And we get to abandon that. Totally obliterate that price tag. Make it special, make it different, make it that value you've been waiting for. And you saw it, the red flashes are apparent. They are coming through, not just strongly, they are neons. And you're not even seeing it at the proper level right now because they're sitting on this wheel. So when you see those straight up, straight out, what a lovely look this is bringing. And they're not even going to be $10,000. There's your $9,000 off. You'd think that we might just stop right there, hit the brakes, $99.99, but it's not. It's not $99. It's not $89. This is my big value. This is why you're going to want to get in. I know these fancy cuts are rare because you're probably not going to have an exact ring and an exact shape like this, but that's kind of the fun of it. Is I think coordination is just that. Coordinating is probably better than matching exactly. And so if you have any of our blue-winged block Ds, from rounds to emerald cuts to ashers to anything in between, cushions, ovals, you name it. The color is what's going to match, and that's the important part. That's the important factor. You want the color to be completely matched. And by the way, if you have a museum reserve, great. But if you have a regular blue winged block D, it's still going to look great with the museum reserves. And it's going to be better than even, you know what, 88.88 is my rock bottom today. Let me take you lower. Let's go lower than low. Let's go all time. Just get them out of here. We've got one pair, obviously. It's a miracle we even matched two stones in that shape. And it's not going to be 88 or 79 or 69.99. That's about as good as a value should ever be when you've got those stone sizes. Instead, I'm going even lower than 69.99. This is where it is a certainty that they will go. It is a certainty. You know that because I'm about to go to one of our lowest per carat prices ever. And yet an earring involves not only a lot of diamond weight, but you got a lot of workmanship that goes into an earring like this one is. And it's also not 69. It's not. We're going even lower. The first and only caller. This is it. $5,999. Good luck. $59.99. That just for the record is $435 or so a carat. So with diamonds and gold, $18K nonetheless. A lot of free labor. That takes a lot of labor to make something like that. That is outstanding. So $59.99. I know how many people have had the big bright earrings on their radar. Good way to pick one up. And then for our top of the hour, we'll talk about tanzanites in rings if you don't yet have one. It's definitely go time, and we've got, now I've got to try to match that value. That's where the struggle is going to be. You know, just last night I had a really beautiful 4 carat. And it sold, and it was in the signature mounting. And then I thought, well, what if we could bring you even larger? Here's the 702. Oh, it's the Vegas stone. It's the 702 in the same signature mounting, but a bigger stone. So we'll talk about that one. 702 coming up at the top of the hour. It's about 9 minutes away. Let me know if you have any requests or anything we can recap from the show, because we got about 2 hours down and 1 to go. And there's certainly some great pieces here still, including one I haven't shown you, which is a huge diamond. And I mean really, really, really huge, because it's our 1 carat 09 diamond in the middle. That's our first centered up diamond. This is in a pendant. Look at this. Just in case you want, we've had the big diamond tennis bracelet. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? It's like a canary yellow. And then you've got this 183 around it. And then the big diamond is the bail. That is awfully pretty. Well, let's look at it here. We got a light yellow, 112, 7196. I'll move those earrings aside, but yeah, definitely dial in quickly on those. And I don't know if this one's gonna, it's gonna need my help here throughout the presentation. So let me see if I can grab this a better way, but nope. I really, especially with diamonds, we gotta come in close. I don't understand how people can buy jewelry if it's like 3 miles away. How can you see what it is? I'm a believer that the beauty of TV is that you can get a better look at it here than you ever could when you're looking at it in person. That's true. The way these cameras give you a magnification like this, you are looking at an outstanding 109 yellow diamond. That's in the middle. It's a cushion cut square. What's around it is a carat 83 of white diamonds. Now, by my count, we have 9 total diamonds here in the white diamonds. That is impressive. They're gigantic. So just to do that math here, if they're the same, I'm going to go with an average here, but that's going to be about 20 plus points a piece. So they're a 1/5 of a carat each. All of them. Count them. You got 8 around the stone, 1 in the bail. Chain's going to come with it. That's also 18 inches, and it's in platinum, and it's adjustable, and it's a box link, And so it's smooth, and it's going to be a chain you can work with other pieces as well. But this is one for the ages. And there's no change in the metal. It's platinum and 18K. So that's very simple. I guess one is the chain and one is, we're going to have to figure out which is which, because there's no indication here on the information. So we're going to use our eyes and figure it out together. I don't know if I can read the engraving here, but if anybody else can, let me know, because I know it's got the diamond weights. I don't know if this is the 18 karat or the platinum. Does anyone know? Do you guys have that listed at all? Because I don't know if, without my loop up here, I don't know if I can figure that out. But let's take a look. And this is what it looks like from a distance. And now we're seeing how big those stones not only are individually, but how it translates overall. And then you've got the necklace, which is, yep, the whole thing, still very wearable every day. That's what you want to put on every day. And it's about 5/8, almost 3/4 of a carat, top to bottom. I'd say closer to 3/4 of a carat with that bail. Let's take a look at it on the neckline, because that's so important here. That's really what it's about. It almost, is anybody else just getting that like single stone vibe? It looks like it's one big stone at first, until you see, oh, it's the yellow. First you have the yellow diamond in the middle, and then the white diamonds around that. That is just stunning. And yeah, you wear that every day. And of course, this is an 18-inch chain, so what you can do is that adjustability means you can make it shorter as you like. So really adjust it to what you need day by day. Whole thing is a value. It's supposed to be $99.99. It will not be. I was loving the whole $69.99 should be tonight. Actually, the discounts are very, very special tonight, and I hope you've seen a little bit of the last 2 hours to note that. Here's what I'll do instead of $99, or like I said, $69.99. Can't be. Not if we're going to go all out tonight. And that's what we're doing, and we're keeping it going. This one's going to be only $3,999, and that's with those really big 20-pointers all the way around it. There's just one. It stays as is, so you've got all white metal here, and that's going to be $39.99. So all together, are we just totally in love with the fact that that is so much diamond weight, where you're getting just about 3 carats in diamonds, just about, in one very wearable piece? I think we think about 3 carats in diamonds, you think these big oversized pieces that might have a lot of small diamonds. That's all about the big diamonds individually, no doubt about it. $39.99, first and only caller. So that's one. Now, I did have a couple tanzanites earlier. My very, very favorite, and I got really excited about them. I put them up far too early, and I know better, but that's what happens when I'm really excited about a piece. And maybe subconsciously I didn't actually really want it to sell. Maybe that's it. Because this is the one that I'm just so completely enamored by. It's our round. It is 112-7180. Just take it all in. Drink in the beauty of that stone. The blue wing, Block D, Museum Reserve, 15.5 carats. And it's a one only with the big round brilliant diamond. So it's all about the rounds. It's round and round and round. We go all rounds. It's just really cool to see a stone like this with the color and the cutting it has. Also, it's the 114 in diamonds among 6 stones only. So they're big time on their own. There's your 3 round brilliants there, same 3 on this side. And all together, one just perfect. It's pretty perfect. It's so balanced. It's so large. Now, this is still one you can wear. Take a look at it on the hand, because that's what I love about not adding a lot of halos. And keep in mind, it's a little large in my ring size here. It's just not what the size I wear, but look at the size of this. And how, if you get your true size, it's not going to wobble back and forth. If this was a size 5.5, it'd be perfect for me. But it's not. It's like a 7. So here's what it looks like. I'll just kind of hold it tight there so you can see how it's going to just level off, be completely where those diamonds are not going to interfere. They're not, you know, digging into the side fingers at all. No, we made sure of that. But it's got this beautiful color. And how about that glitz? It's a glitzy, glamorous piece. And it's only your best material you can get worldwide. One mine in the world, but the only place you're going to find the best of the best of the best of the best is right here. And now in our last days of it, and if you want to add something to it, I could totally see a wonder ring on each side. Ooh, would that be special? Another 103 here and another 103 here, and suddenly you've got like 3.5 carats in diamonds. Or just wear it like this, so low. Oh, did somebody say so low? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Go so low. That's what we've got to do. It's one only. It's $19,999, at least it should be. And we're going to take it even lower than that. It is just for one caller. Yeah, do you think we have 2,000 of those or 24 of those? I think in our total inventory, I'm not even sure if we have a dozen stones left in the entirety of our inventory at this point. This is your last call on blue wing block Ds, and now I understand a 15.5 carat might not be exactly what everybody's looking for, but if you are at all intrigued by these really large carat weights that in rings, let's face it, they can only go so big. In pendants, we can bring you 30 and 40 and 50 carats. In rings, they still got to be set on the hand. So there's not as much real estate as we have here. So this is about as big a stone as we put in a ring, and yet this value, not even $99.99. We have one. This is going to lead into the 7 carat. So if you want a smaller stone, don't go anywhere. We're going to show you the 7 carat plus coming up. Taking a look at this. This one's got all the reds. It's apparent. It's obvious. It looks fabulous, and it is fabulous, and it's not going to be $99.99. I promise you that. We're going to make it even better. This one will go. We've got the 7 carat coming up next, which has the same museum reserve stipulation, but it's going to be also in a big designer diamond mounting that's going to give you about the same diamond weight, but it's not going to be $99, $89.99, even $88.88. And what a value for a 15.5 carater. Please don't wait, because this is one only, and you will fall in love with it. For as beautiful as it is on TV, this is one I am proud to remind you that are even better looking when you see them in person. I know that sounds impossible. It's the truth. We hear it time and time and time again. I've heard it countless times over the 6 years I've been offering this here, because that's as long as we've had it, only for the last 6 years. And now it's almost done, and we're going to make it $7,999 on our 15.5 carater. And that's got the big diamonds right there beside it. So first caller, situation, $79.99. And yes, the earrings are still here if you'd like to get them. And then the 7 carat. If you want to keep it in a larger size, but not maybe as big, we'll go half the size coming up for our top of the hour, which is our last hour, and it kicks off in about 5 seconds. So huge values all throughout our big Thursday night. Glad you're with us for it. Don't forget about the tennis bracelet that's still here. Tennis bracelets, what a wonderful classic. And if you don't have one in VS Diamonds, be sure you get your hands on that one tonight. Also, a lot of great jewelry here, but requests are also welcome. So whatever it is you'd like to see brought out on this show tonight, oh, please let me know what that is. Please, please, please don't hesitate to let us know, and just give us a call. Tell us what you'd like to see on the air. Let's get to our top of the hour. This is our Blue Wing Block D, and this is the one I previewed a moment ago. Same kind of color. I know the round may not be for everybody. This is the same, and my goodness, I've said this for all 6 years, that I've been so fortunate to bring this to you. The ovals never show as much red. Have you heard me say that once, twice, or a million times? The oval cut does not typically show you reds on TV. In person, it always takes a little leap of faith with the ovals, because just the cutting and the way it looks, I mean, what in the world? This one is showing you reds right here on TV. It's defying the odds of what the ovals typically do. And it's giving you, which is why it's, by the way, why it's museum reserve. That's why we're so proud of it. Welcome to the show. By the way, it's our last hour of our Thursday night. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lauren Blair. We've got just a few short minutes left, so not a lot of time, but I wanted to bring this out before it's too late. And we are getting down to the wire on all of our Blue Wing Block Ds. So this is the time when you see the size or the color or the cut you like, get them quickly. So this is what we're going to do now. It's item number 112-4628. It is a fabulous 702. It is also, it's the museum reserve, of course, and we have a big diamond weight. This is the signature style, but it doesn't have exactly 1 carat. It's 93 points, and that is because it's got the big stone. So it doesn't require as much diamond weight to go around it, because you're making up for that by having this larger perimeter of this oval stone. It is wild to see those kind of reds in an oval shape. And this is the classic. This is the go-to for everybody who always struggles and says, I don't know where to start. I'm overwhelmed. There's so many good ones. Where do I begin? I'm newer to the show. I love the blue wings. It's settled. I got to have one before they're gone. But where do I start? You start with the signature mounting. The classic look. Now, we've done different scales of the signature mounting. There's a small version, there's a medium version, there's a large, then there's the extra jumbo large, which is here. And this has all finishing on the inside. And you got a last call, and you're looking at really just striking blues, purples, and reds all together. The very best of trichroism is right here in front of you. We still have pendants to show you as well in tanzanites, but first the ring. And I've really set myself up for failure here, because you know why? I had the earrings just a moment ago. We had those incredible earrings. If you weren't with me because you just tuned in, because this is our normal start time way back when, so still there are people to this day that are tuning in around 7 o'clock Pacific. We're now down to our last hour, but if you recall, we had some earrings here in fancy cuts that were $59.99. The problem was I brought that down to a really low per carat. That came down to $437. And just being as transparent as I am and like to be, I tell you that. And we do the math and we calculate it, but it also makes it very difficult to put up a normal price like $99.99 on this one. Because those of you doing the math are thinking, wait a minute. So that last pair of earrings that were the fancy cuts were like $440 a carat, and now we got this one, which is good, but it's still $13.80 a carat. That's where the thing fails. That's where I've set myself up here to give you a better value. That's really what this is about. And we can ignore the gold for a moment. There's a lot of it, but let's ignore it. Let's ignore the diamonds. There's a lot of those, but we're going to ignore it. And I've got to figure out a way to give you a better value because guess what? Joke's on me, those earrings that were $440 a carat are still sitting here. They're still here. They're right here in my hand. $13.70 fancy cuts, 85 points in diamonds. You get more here. You're getting the ring with the museum reserve. What can we do? What can we do? I know $99.99 is simply not going to work, but that's where the museum reserves of this size go. That's where they go. Can't really get around it unless there is one way to do it, one opportunity. And you know what? We haven't done this all night except for way early in the show. That didn't go all so well. Let's try it again. I got to put it on the auction block because we got to get away from that price. Nobody's calling it that price. Nobody. I want to help you out. Let's take a look at it here. Come on over and I'll try it on. Let's see what the size looks like. Let's see if it works for you. Remember, all that finishing is on the interior, so that solid gold on the inside, making up that decorative and designer and very comfortable undergallery. You've got a $99.99 piece, not going to be. It's not $89. It's not $79. $69, I'm going to put on the auction block, and let's get you even lower because this could only happen if we let you decide the price and not starting at $6 or $5 or $4,500. Now that seems about right, but again, we're going up against that earring per carat value that I had. Just brought it a few minutes ago. You saw the value there. That's what this ring, I mean, look at how beautiful, what a statement maker that is. But yet still balanced. It's not overwhelming the finger here. It's not going like full knuckle to knuckle here. It's really a wearable design. And again, finished beautifully. It's not $4,500. We need to hear the phones ring. Let me make sure we're still all broadcasting, because once we showed all those pendants and we got into the big tennis bracelet and all that, we need some color. And now we've got our best of the blue wings for what's left of them. Again, not a long runway here to get these blue wings left. This is final warning. And we've got big stones. For the most part, that's what's left. Have you seen the round pendant, by the way? The 39 carats? We have a beautiful 39 carat round. It's the one I'm going crazy for. But again, most of us look for rings. How about $4,000? How about this? How about we just take it all the way down? Let's make it even better than $4,000 because I know we're comparing it to one of the best values we just saw moments ago. Let's take a look. It's not $45,000. It's not $4,000. Let's make it all-time best of the best. How about $3,500 to start with only a $10 increment? Now that sounds more like it. 10 bucks. $35 to open when you've got an incredibly important mounting. I have the updated price on this mounting. That's why I love being here as early now as I am, is that with this new start time, we're here really early. I get to see the jewelers every day. It's wonderful, but I'll tell you this, that mounting alone needs to be over $6,500. Now you've got the Tanzanite, which is a 702 in it, and we can't get 35? Okay. Well, it might not be a Tanzanite day because at this point I'm hoping, and this is what I'm always hopeful for because I'm dreading the day when you know I'm going to be standing up here in whether it's tomorrow, whether it's the weekend, maybe it's early February, but you know I'm going to be standing up here at one point having to announce to the world, because as much as I don't want to make that announcement, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there is going to be a moment in the not so distant future when I'm telling you these are done. And then we're all scrambling and panicking and oh my goodness. And then we're probably contacting other TVON viewers asking if they're willing to sell their Tanzanite, right? How many of you were thinking about that? This is what I'd like to do. We're not there yet, but we're getting awfully close to that moment. So let's make sure that everybody who still needs one, because we know we have new shoppers. We know we have people who are maybe doing the finishing touches on those collections. What last piece do you need? Or maybe you have an exotic emerald cut and you're ready for an oval. Maybe you got one of the Ashers and you're ready for an oval. Maybe you're just loving the idea that this is a 702 and it's significant of the Las Vegas area code, which is my adopted hometown. That's why I like it. I mean, I love the reds, but I really like the symbolism of the carat weight. It's a huge stone. It's not going to be $3,500. Let's go. Let's make it 34. You know what? Skip it. 34 I don't like, 33 they're weird numbers. Let's make it a round, solid $3,000 to open. And by the way, if we get the open, which at this point I don't think is an if, I think it's a when, but when we get the open, that would come down to a per carat price of, oh, I don't even want to say it. How am I going to sell any more of what's left ever again? That per carat price, okay, I'll say it, because I know that when you're shopping for fine jewelry, your first reaction isn't probably, let's get out the calculator and do math. But this is shopper's math, and when it results in a very, very big value, I think we can all get behind math, even if you're not typically a math girl or a math guy. This is going to be I'm just going to say it because this is what we got to know, and if you don't have the calculator handy, let me just explicitly say, if we get this open, when we get this open, it is $427 a carat. That's even better. That's why I had to do it. It's even better than we had on the per carat on the earrings a few moments ago, because those are still here. So now we've gone even lower with this open. It's $3,427 a carat, free gold, free 1 carat in diamonds that you're getting as well, almost, and no open on a blue wing. I don't think it's happened in my many, many years bringing it, but that is what's happening right now. So we've set the stage. We're going to give it 60 seconds to get it started. If we don't, we move on. My goodness, I thought for sure at 5,000 had started off. Nope, 45. Well, that leads to better value. Here we are at a $3,000 open and no open yet. So maybe we're done. Are we all good? Do we all have our tanzanite that we need? I hope so. I hope we're getting there, because I don't really, look forward to the day that we're announcing it's gone. I'm really struggling with that, how to make that announcement and what to do. And we've certainly been bringing out museum reserves to try and accommodate all those many folks that didn't get in on the regular material. So now literally offering up the museum reserves to you. Okay, I can't stand the thought of this being here. And we have 25 seconds remaining. No open. Well, ladies and gentlemen, is that kind of night. I don't know what happened last hour, but I was wondering why last night was a little bit strange, and then found out why. Here's what we're going to do right now. We got to make up for it. I'll give you great value. We'll just send it out right now. We can skip the clock. We can skip the auction. We'll make it $29.99. Done. $29.99 to get that tanzanite. If the auction is intimidating, or you feel like, now our auctions aren't final sales, so you still got return privileges, but if that is something you're thinking about, the 7 carat, which is now gone, yeah, technically better, in the per carat, let's take a look at it. Last call, $29.99. I guess we're done with tanzanites. And I have, the rest of the show is pretty much tanzanites. I've got 2 pendants. Here's one of them. You tell me, guys, if we need to show these. There's the one tanzanite pendant. Here's the other. You tell me if we need to see these tonight or if we should skip them, because I'm fine showing you anything else too. But this is what we usually need to see. Look at that. There's the Asher cut. So what do we like? Asher, cushion. Or should we skip them all together? Are we done? Because I have all my tanzanites here, and that's just not, that doesn't feel normal. Doesn't feel right. So it's last call. One more time, it goes on the hand if you'd like our round or the earrings. I've never had a show, and I've done literally thousands of shows with tanzanites, thousands. I've had tens of thousands of tanzanite items. I've never had a show where one has stuck around besides earrings. I've had some big earrings. This is unusual. I have earrings and a ring and soon to be pendants that we're going to show, and so far they're available. Very, very unusual. Very unusual. I just hope it means we're all good to go. Are we all done? Are we all set? Are we all happy with the blue wings that we have? Can we put them on planes to get them to museums around the world? Because the museums, not all that thrilled with me that I'm putting these up for sale. And I mean sale. At this point, I actually had to tell a curator the other day, I said, maybe you should watch the show. Buy one. And I think they were a bit offended because they said, maybe you could do that. I mean, we'll have to figure out the shipping across the world because we don't typically ship, outside the US, but we'd have to figure that out, but that would probably be the only way to get one at this point. And I said it in jest, half joking, but again, yeah, I don't think they were amused. They're museum curators, so I don't know if sense of humor is, I don't know, it wasn't the forte. So $29.99, this is last call. Let's see who's got it, then let's move. We've got the pendants, and then I'll be done with tanzanites. I promise you I won't show you anymore. But I do want to show you the pendants just in case there's anybody out there tonight needing a pendant. We'll give you two great options. I mean, they're similar enough, so we can just go ahead and give you two options. I like giving you options. I like putting them together so you know exactly what to expect. And really, the struggle is sometimes if you see one and then later on you see a different one, you go, oh, I should have got that one. I'll just show you what I have. It makes the decision easy. Yes? The Savorite on the hand again, and the Savorite one more time. Okay. 112-7426. I think it's sold out, Tim, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but obviously I don't have a computer in front of me, but there's the Savorite. This is the Savorite we saw earlier. It's a designer Savorite and diamond interlocking ring. First time seeing it was here tonight, and what a beauty it is. Our first foray into black rhodium, setting those immaculate, matched to perfection. Those are Savorites. I know it looks more like its cousin, or really it's a closer relative. It's more like, it looks like its sister, Russian demontoids, but they are the brightest, most neon Savorite garnets. And then you have the white diamonds pave on the other side. It's 82 points in the Savorite, 69 points in the diamonds. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Comfortable as can be. You can wear it middle, index, or ring. I would say are your best bets on this one because it is such a large ring. I'll pop it on the middle finger for you here if you'd like to see it that way. That's what it looks like on the middle finger, and then we'll see if I can pop it on the index finger for you as well, because those are all great options to wear these bigger jumbo rings. I was pointing out earlier, it doesn't sit up too high. Again, this is not my proper ring size for all these fingers, but I'm gonna show you anyways, because I really like the idea of wearing that on an index finger as well. Remember, we take care of the sizing, so you simply pick your size of where you want to wear it, and that's what's going to happen. And it stays as is if you want the white gold. But if you want yellow gold, we'll do that too, Tim. So they can get, but this will always be black rhodium. So the Savorites will always be set in the black rhodium. You're choosing if you want the rest of the ring to be white or yellow. Jason, what were you thinking about? Wonderful. All right. Verifying over there, and we're verifying on this one too at $19.99 if one is still available. Maybe I lost track, or maybe I don't know. I don't know what happened, but that I think, okay, so if we have one left, great. Let's get to our pendants in the tanzanites as well. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Red's in an oval. Love to see it. And then we've got our blue wing pendants coming up. Tim, does that answer their questions? We're good to go? All right. And finished beautifully on the inside. It is a comfortable ring. It is big, but it is comfortable. Okay, next up, two pendants. Hope you don't mind, I'm gonna put them together. Why not? Want you to see the cutting differences. They're similar in that they're both going to be square, but one is a square cushion, like you see right there. The other is an asher, which is still the concept of a square, but it's got the different step faceting here. Plus, this is more of a ribbon of diamonds and gold twisted. This is more of a stack of diamonds in a trillion formation on the top. So two great choices in tanzanite pendants tonight. Did you have a request, Jess? Is that what we're working on for them? Okay, so whenever their request is ready, I will let them know, and then here we are. If there's anything you want to see from the previous 2 hours and 15 minutes, let me know what those pieces are. We'll bring them back on out if they are available. And then let's figure this. Two great stones, obviously a choice of here, but a different price. It's a little different color based on the cutting because of step faceting is different than cushion cut faceting. So they have a little different appearance to them. It is 112, I guess we'll start with the cushion. It's 112-7424 is your item number on the left side. And that is the 244. Now that is a beautiful stone. It's also about to be a heck of a deal. Both will be. I just thought might as well show them to you together, give you a choice of, you get to choose. I have a feeling I know which one's going to be more popular, and I would be very, very, very surprised if either of them last. I'm looking at quantities right now, and they're so limited. I'm talking single digits here on each and under a handful, so it's going to go. We've got 7424, which is the left. That's our 244 cushion set at an angle with 4 points in diamonds. And then if you like the asher, that is bigger. The asher cut's going to be 6668, and that will be a 406 in the asher cut. Lots of red flashes there as well. And that one has 4 points in diamonds stacked up top. So both with diamond accents here. One's a little longer. The square cushion on the left is a little bit longer. You're going to see them side by side, and I will do that for you. But they're going to be a huge value either way you go. And we're going to make the 4 carat 06. Well, that one's going to be, let me show it on the hand here for you. Maybe I do that separately, or I can do them both together, whatever you want to do. First, we'll show you the asher cut. Want to get you the length on this one. That's going to be a total top to bottom length on the Asher cut. And this one, again, wait till you see it on the neckline. It's going to be about an inch almost, I would say 7/8 of an inch. And then if I show you the cushion, let's just go side by side here. That one's going to be just a tad bit longer, but it's slight. I'm going to have you choose based on the cut you like the best. And look how fiery that cushion is. So you get more of an inch. So I would say 7/8 of an inch on the Asher. I would say 1 inch exactly on the square cushion, both. This is what you need to see. Because I know at the angle they sit on the wheel, it's hard to tell and you're not getting a face-up direct look at the one stone. This is where you see the consistency in those colors, both Blue Wing Block Ds. You just get, if you like a little more, here's how you decide. If it's not about the carat weight being 4 carat versus 244, you choose based on if you like a little more sparkle or if you like more of these kind of neon, like Hall of Mirrors look, like the Asher cut gives. Your choice of, here's what they look like on. Might as well take them, side by side here so you can also see them that way. And you obviously see that the Asher cut's bigger. It's giving you a bigger carat weight. The cushion cut's a little bit smaller. Here's what we're going to do. Back to the wheel we go. Your choice. Also, you get a gold color choice either way. So that's also significant. You get a gold color choice, white, yellow, or rose. So that, again, see how it sits at a little bit of an odd angle there because the ribbon design that it has in the designer style. Here's the Asher cut, more of a traditional setting. Does have the double prongs, the stack of diamonds right above it. And no, they're not even going to be either way, $59.99 and $39.99, not going to be your price tags. Are we all good on tanzanites, guys? Is everybody satisfied with what they have? Is everybody good? Does everybody have everything they need in Blue Wings? Because I hope we're there. I really do. I hope we're there. I hope we're getting to that point. If you need a pendant, and again, regardless of what you have in your collection already, the pendants, if they are the consistent quality of Blue Wing Block D, they're going to go. They're going to go with whatever else you have. They're going to look fantastic. They are fantastic. They're bright, beautiful reds, flashing and gleaming through. And we're not going to do 39. This is for the 4 carat, by the way. The 4 carat 06 is not going to be this $59.99 any longer. We're going to start there with item number 6668. Not going to last. Watch what we can do. Huge value. This one, the 406, is going to be down to less than $2,000, making it so much easier than that. It's not even going to be $19.99. This is for the Asher. That is the almost, again, about double the size here. You've got a really good cut, great saturation on both. 19, 18, 17. You're not paying anything of the kind. Call me. These are your 2 options in pendants that we have in stock and left. This is a final call. Either way you want to go, the Asher cut, less than even $17.77. I really love the idea of having a suite or a set, and I know how many of us start with rings. Love starting with rings. This is the way you add something to it. To match, to get something you'll love, treasure them forever, pass them down through the generations. This is the stone that's only getting, like all gemstones, more rare by the day. I mean, that's just how the progression of gemstones in the gemstone world goes. But this stone is going to be mined out in a year. It could be sooner rather than later. We don't know if it's got a year left or 5 years left, but either way, when it's gone, think about the value increase when you've got the mining and the production done, and we're not all that far away. So instead of 17, let's make it $16.99 for the Asher cut that's right there. $16.99. If you want the cushion, and this is the one I anticipate that's going to go extra speedy out of here, it's also going to be even better because it should be. It's a 244. Diamond weight's the same, but we've got the 244 in the cushion cut, which if I angle it properly, you're going to see how crazy saturated. Again, you saw these from a distance. You saw them on the neckline. They're both giving that strength of Blue Wing Block D, the trichroism on point, but I would not wait. That's supposed to be $4,000. It's not. Obviously, I took the other one lower, so that means this one's got to go lower. And don't forget, tomorrow night we have designer handbags to go with all your designer jewelry. It's a first for us in this kind of level of quality handbags. So we're going to do that tomorrow for our Friday. But here's what we've got. Not even $39.99. I don't know. Maybe we're done with Blue Wings. But if you're a collector or you want to have one more before we go and before they're done, this is your chance. How about 17? How about 6? You know what? How about 1,500? $14.99 maybe on the 244s. All sounds good, right? All sounds like a plan. We got to go lower. Let's get these phone lines lit. Last call on the show. We're about 35 minutes away until our Thursday is done, and I will remind you we have something very special tomorrow in addition to jewelry. Tomorrow night is our Friday night. Big show. Designer. Nobody else in the world is going to have them except a few of you. Incredible luxury handbags for about 20 minutes of our show. The rest is all jewelry. So the jewelry to go with bags, the bags to go with the jewelry. That's what tomorrow is going to be about as we celebrate the last day of January. And then this weekend, oh, do you need to be with me this weekend? So we had a whole bunch of shopping coming up for you. But this is not going to be 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.99. What is happening here with the 244? I have never seen a value like this in Blue Wing Block Ds. It's not $1,000. It is $9.99. Let's give it away. And just now, I mean, you got to see that. That's what it's all about in that extra flash. I mean, it's almost like it's similar cutting to what you see in a round. It's very similar to what you see with the way it flashes like a round would. So $9.99 for the left side. What did I do on the right? I can't even remember. What did I do? $16.99 on the right. You take your pick. 60 seconds left on each of those, and then we'll auction everything off for the rest of the day. Why not? Whatever we got, and we're still working on some requests, Jess, right? Or did I miss it? Is it up here? No. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. We'll help you out with any requests you have. I would love your requests for the last 35 minutes or so. Let me know what you're looking for. If you have any questions about the big museum reserves we've seen in rings, let me know on those too. I've never seen a show where we've left this much tanzanite material behind. So that is a very good sign. It's a good sign. It means you guys have them and you're good to go. But for anybody who doesn't, if you're new to us, if you're new to this material, if you're thinking, oh, the age-old phrase that I hear every day, which is, I wish I would have started shopping sooner. I wish I would have found you sooner. I wish I would have known about this a long time ago. I would have saved myself a lot of money on jewelry. This is the place to shop, and it's a great way to try us for the first time if you want to experience the best tanzanite in the world. It is right here and only here, and that is not just something that sounds good to say. It's a fact. It's a fact. There is no better tanzanite in the world. It's Blue Wing Block D. Nobody else has got it. So we're going to take a look and we'll revisit some hoop earrings that we've had before. I've got a beautiful diamond band ring that's 5 different rows. You know, this is a fabulous ring. If I wore this all night, I think you'd be saying, oh, look, special occasion, wonder what she was celebrating. Look at that 5-row diamond band. Actually, this one is one of our favorites. We don't see it very often. Can we take a look on the hand real quick? And we'll see what you think of this one. Thank you so much. What is that? Oh, I've never even seen that. And really? Also, do you have anything else for me? Thank you. That's coming up. Okay, let's see what this is. And where has this been my whole life? Why have I never seen this necklace? This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Who asked for this? Oh my gosh, some amazing. Okay, so Linda, has she seen this? Oh my goodness. Well, I guess the request was for pink sapphires. Okay, this is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Do we dare show this on the neckline first? And then you've got to see what it looks like up close. Oh my goodness. And a very lengthy chain is coming with it. Wait till you see this up close. Oh my goodness, Linda. Okay, so let's take a look with the pendants. I don't think we care about blue wings anymore. That's fine. We're good. I'm fine with that. When museums need them. Here's what I have for you. Let me lay it down so you can see the detail of how this is made. It's 2 pieces in one. You start with one concave and one convex side, and it's a medallion made up of 112, 75, 93. It's all pink sapphires that are matched and pave and glowing at the base. And then the overlay is actually almost like these kind of cool abstract hearts that are weaving and wrapping their way over. Okay, I've never seen this before. It's 75.93. I don't think it's been on the air. It's 18 karat rose gold, and it's 4.5 carats of round pink sapphires and another carat 90 in diamonds. Wow. Coming with this rose gold roller link chain, which I haven't even measured, but it's long. It's got to be 20 or 22 inches. And wow, that's just stunning. It's in the rose gold. It's actually a 24-inch chain. Okay, 24 inches in the chain. That means if you wanted to, you could actually do like a doubling because it's got a clasp. So you could do like a choker and then the longer length if you want to. This is going to be spectacular. It's 18 karat solid. Look at the rose gold in the back. I wouldn't even mind wearing it that way. The honeycomb under gallery, showing off a little pink beneath it. That is all, look at this again from the side, just so you can see how this is designed, how this is made, stays in the rose gold. Let me show you the size of it from a distance, because that's a big factor here, is the size. And it's not too heavy. I don't wear heavy necklaces because I'm a migraine sufferer. I don't do heavy things around the neck. It just bothers me, but look at that. It's not that heavy. Thank you so much. We've got a 2-inch drop here, including the bail, and then I'll show it again on the neckline. And again, this is a 24-inch chain. Wow. So pretty spectacular, isn't it? I don't think this is probably what she had in mind when giving me a pink sapphire pendant, but I'm thrilled for anybody who loves designer and the ultimate high level. It's on the neckline now, just to see how that, again, that 2-inch translates. I mean, that's worth taking a look at. And really, again, not crazy heavy. I really appreciate that, because again, it's like 2 shields covered in stones, but one is, you know, lower and one is higher. I'll take it up close for you. I just got to blow it out if we're going to get this home. Somebody, it's too good to stay here. And now that we've seen it, I'm not loving this $12,999 price. So we'll make it a little bit better for you, and we'll just blow it out. That's all I can do. 4.5 carats, carat 90 in diamonds. So you're getting actually more diamond weight there, carat 90. So a really special diamond weight that kind of interlock. Then it's got this pear-shaped type of bail. And Craig, is it? Craig, we've got your piece coming up. But this is wild. Not going to be $99.99. I know it's kind of catching us off guard. It's easier to show the old pieces that have been here. They come right up. But hey, we got a new piece. I'll blow it out. $39.99. Just go ahead, under cost on it. I know it's unusual and it's different. It's designer and it's bold, but I still got to make it a value. So it's totally counterintuitive. The big designer pieces like this should be more, not less. A lot more, not less. That one is spectacular. So $39.99. Let me know if you'd like it. Now, should we show her the other one we have? Because we only have 2 pink sapphires in pendants in the place. Here's the other one, which is very modern. It's this, and I know this one has been on the air, so Tony, this won't come up. It's kind of a, look at that, like a turret. And it's going to be item number 112, 3680. And it's actually going to sit like this. It's got the bail right through the top stripe. Princess cut pinks. It's 18 karat gold in the white gold. It's got 290 in the sapphires and 8 points in the diamonds at the base. And that one will be $9.99. Yeah, easy, easy. And let's come in closer and take a look at it so you can see the princess cuts lined up, all set in their own individual channels, perfectly matched in color. And then is it, so Craig, we've got one coming up for you. It's a big Royal Zambaran. Should be the largest one we have in stock, actually. Is our largest Royal Zambaran is coming up, and that's our pink sapphire piece. I'll take a look at this one on the hand, because I like to give you the size and the measurement and all that, show you the inside. Here's what it looks like, though, because your chain is going to go right through the top. It's a hidden bail in that respect. It's got an inches length that's about 7/8 of an inch. I'll take it on over to the neckline for you so you can see it there really quickly. Stays in this white gold, which is all 18 karat. Does have a solid finish top. And the bottom is actually diamonds that go around the edge. So you're going to see diamonds from all the angles there. I mean, you can see how it's reflecting light on the neckline here. So that's a really special piece, very dimensional, because it actually sits up like a dome style in the triangle. So that's cool. So that's going to be $9.99. That is all we have in pink sapphire pieces. Then let's take a look for Craig. This is a great Zambaran garnet. This is the largest by far. 112, 3815. Wow. So they handed this to me while I was showing pink sapphires, and I thought it was a rubellite. It looks exactly like a we have this gorgeous rubellite here. You've probably seen it of late. It almost looks identical to this ring, and it's about this size. I think it's a 14 karat to be exact, and it's a rubellite, and it's about $10,000 on discount. The great news about the Zambaran is it's going to be a little bit more affordable, but if you're getting one of the ideal color, it definitely has that rubellite feel and look to it. It's a 16 karat 19. Here we go. One caller takes it. I don't know if he knows this piece well, but this is one of the best. And out of all the years that I've had Zambarans, there's never been one that's rivaled this size. And do you see how it's shifting color right now? Sometimes it looks more pinky red. Sometimes you see purples. Sometimes you see blues. If I had sunlight in this studio right now, you would see more blue. If I had a lot of UV light, it really turns more of the purples and the blues. It is a fascinating stone. The best news is you're not waiting to go to a completely different light environment to see your change of color. Color change stones are really tough to see, because you have to go to a totally different light to see it. This is where it moves and you see different colors. You can go from inside to outside. one room to another. And depending on the light environment, it looks different. And that's why we covet and love this stone as a rarity of the garnet family, but it's got individual diamonds. There are 6 individual princess cuts. They're 11 points apiece. Someone please, oh please, oh please explain how this pink sapphire and diamond piece is still here. I don't know. But here we go with the last call on this Zambaran, the $89.99. By the way, that was a sale price during our last large sale event. $89.99. It's not tonight. And then we're going to do some auctions. I don't know what we're going to auction. You can tell me if you have something you want to see auction, I'll do it. But here's what I've got. A better price, I'll blow it out. I'll give you another $4,000 off. We'll get it down to $49.99. Let's do that. $49.99. That will do it, I hope, when we've got a 16 karat 19. Here it goes on the hand. Very elegant weight. How clean, too. Great garnet. Should be clean. I mean, it's not one like some garnets really struggle, others don't. It's not just, and it's such an interesting family of gems because there's so many exotics that people have never really heard of usually. And yet they're all so different. They carry with them different colors, different origins, different characteristics. This is one that generally gives us a nice clarity, but look how much red is coming through. So that'll be $49.99. Again, a lot of my requests that I've shown tonight are still here. So even let's say you found the perfect piece, but it wasn't your request, that's okay. It's first caller to get it. And so keep that in mind as you think about ideas from the rest of the evening that we've had. Here's the Zambaran one more time. That is one mega important stone. And we have, if you want to see the rubellite, it looks practically identical. I don't even know. I think I might like this one better. The rubellite's got more inclusions. So for that reason, I like this one better because this one has no visible inclusions. The rubellite, the big one we had that's, you know, 12, 13,000, I think it's gotten down to $99.99 in recent days. Either way, that's double the price and you're going to have to deal with some visible inclusions. Whereas this one, clean as can be. All right, so that's $49.99. Let us know who'd like that one. Our pink sapphire pendants are here. 2 great options on those. Let's show you a morganite. I had one earlier, emerald cut. It's long gone. I want to show you one more, and then we'll give you a little extra here. Pink diamonds and white diamonds together. Last call on the show. About 25 minutes left. Here is the morganite set in a way, I know, that looks a little different than your typical pieces, right? Tony, is this our first YouTube check-in tonight? Oh my goodness, we got a quiet audience tonight. Okay, well here's what we're gonna do on this stunning. Big E says underrated, yep, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that is so kind, thank you so much. Oh yeah, that's good. So one of our shoppers says, you know, out of all the jewelry channels watched, do you think we have the best values? You think we got them? We got the best values, right? And hopefully you learned something along the way, and if I can give you a smoking deal, I'm going to give you a smoking deal. It's what I'm all about. I'm a shopper. I am a shopper. That's all I'm a shopper. That's my profession, shopper. I'm a professional shopper. It just so happens that that's also what I'm doing here. I really, don't call me a salesperson. Do not. That's not what I am. I am a shopper, and it's just that we can hang out, and for the last 24 years, we've hung out and shopped on TV for jewelry together. And trust me, some of you see me out and about, sometimes shopping, and doing all the things we do, and you're like, oh yeah, we shop together all the time. We do. We just shop together, and that's the beauty because, listen, I can't be the shopper I want to be unless there's a great value, so I feel very strongly about giving that to you guys. So take a look, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Super kind words, that's very kind. Appreciate that. And here we go with our big morganite. I hope you're ready for this one. It's a pear shape. 2565 is the item number, and that's going to be our pear shape with this double wave of diamonds, rose gold, white gold, pink diamonds, white diamonds, carat 54. I mean, is this not the best way to shop for, oh, not cookie cutter basics? Where else are you going to find morganite that's true pink like that? Nowhere. Every other morganite looks like colorless or peach barely. This is the true pink. We added pink diamonds. Yeah, those are natural. Then we've got the white diamonds, 17 and 15. I like that there's more pinks than there are white diamonds. And we'll help you out right now. Carat 54 is the morganite. I think, and for anybody who says, oh, I don't want that, because the band is supposed to go through the stone. That's what you say because we're conditioned to think that all rings have to be set with a big stone on top of a band, and the band is always centered up. Look what happens when you wear this on, and look how attractive and eye-catching and different and bold that is. It would be completely basic if you had the band going, even with the pink and the white diamonds, if they're going straight across. This gives it some uniqueness, gives it a little wow factor, and yet you're still wearing it all the time and every day, and it's, by the way, not going to be anything like $29.99. We are pink and white diamond ready. We are looking at two of the rare stones in the world, pink morganite, and it's pure pink, the pink diamonds to go with it, which are lovely. And then you've got the option to wear it any which way you want, and it's going to be less than $1,000. Let's do some blowouts here. We have 22 minutes. I see you tomorrow night too, but we got bags. Bags. Bags that would cost you $250,000 if you buy it anywhere else. I don't even sell jewelry for $250,000. We have bags that are going to be $250,000 bags, but you don't pay that. By the way, can I show them the coolest part, Tony, about this bag? Because tell me something, even if you have a $250,000 bag, do you have a bag that has genuine crocodile and inscribed with your personalization and your name? That's fancy. That's real fancy. So I just wanted to show you. That's what makes our bag so special. Anyway, that's just a little something, something, something. So, and then we got the crocodile. Oh, the all crocodile. But anyway, that's tomorrow night and not all bags. So don't think, if you're not a bag person, don't worry. We've got like 2 hours and 40 minutes of jewelry and 20 minutes of bags. But this is $29.99. Better yet, I'm going to make it under $1,000. It's not $9.99. It's not $8.99. We'll blow it out for $8.88. That way you get your pink diamonds, you get your white diamonds, you get it all. And you get it for $888. And that is one sweet, sweet, sweet as candy deal. And then, Jason, are you taking anything that I should know about? Because I'm thinking what I should recap here. I think we're getting ready to do some recaps. And don't forget, so Craig, did we hear from Craig on the Royals and Barn? Does he need anything smaller? I don't know if he was with me last night. Did he see the trillion we had last night? We had a trillions and barn last night. I don't know if it's still available, but we had a beautiful, beautiful trillion last night that was very nice. So you might want to check on that if that 14 or 16 karat was too big. All right, and then we've got a fabulous way. Go ahead. I don't know, do I? Is it something that well, I know we didn't show it. Am I supposed to have it? Is it from a previous show? What shape is it? Oh, okay, the flower ring. You looking for the double flower ring? Now I know. Yes, I do. Here's the double flower alexandrite. 111-9451. Another old odd number. That means cha-ching. It means saving you money, saving you big money. 60 points in the round alexandrites, 112 in the diamonds. And we go way back. I mean, we go way back, but also we had to go back to get it all in the shot so you can see what that's all about. And you've got two stunning alexandrites, 60 points, 112 in diamonds, 111-9451. This is a one of a kind, and it's supposed to be $49.99. Let's just scrap that. And let's give you a scrap price. Like if you took out the stones and kept them and then just melted down the gold. How about $49.39.29? I'm going to go lower than $19.99 because I'd love for somebody to have a double flower ring. It's diamonds as far as the eye can see. Pave petals, double row on the side, sits up off the hand. Hey, isn't that great? You can even stack with it if you want to, but it's not even $19.99. It's $14.99. And they said no, right? Requesters out. So somebody messing with me tonight, and that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. So flattered the competition chooses to, hang out with us. It's so nice. So nice. But we've got, I'll tell you, do you think that big designer is going to be watching tomorrow with those bags? $250,000 bag. I'm a bag lover and collector. It's something I'm passionate about. I've always dreamt of having this bag, but we've got it for less than $250,000. That's tomorrow. So I always say, if you need the bag to match the jewelry. Oh, good. Look at this. All the rows in diamonds. Let's just get it out the door. Diamonds, 2 carats, multiple sizes. We have backed up calls, so if somebody's waiting on this one, apologize if you're waiting. You can even change the gold color on this one. You can. You can change the gold color. And then, by the way, this pendant, we saw this earlier. We brought it out by request, and I'm still amazed that this is one of the few pieces available from the night. This is the opal, all the color in the world. This is the opal in platinum with the big Rolo link chain that's coming included with it at $61.35. It has got all the color. No need to say, I guess I'm going to have to settle. I guess I'm going to have to settle for just a blue and a green. This is all the color. Yellows, bright greens, bright neons, every red, purple, blue, everything. The full complement of the rainbow is there. That was $61.35, and it's one only, and it's double-sided, through and through, all natural, every color and then some. And if it looks that good from a distance, can you only imagine what it is going to look like when you see it in real life in person? Yes. Thank you on the Alexandrite ring. That double Alexandrite ring is gone. Congrats on that one. And this one is going to be $1,999, and it comes with a platinum chain, which is 18 inches in length, or rather 16 inches in length. And then let me see if it's got any adjustability. That's what I think. Yeah, 16 inches. And there's the back. So again, if you put it on accidentally backwards one day, no one's probably going to notice because it's got just as much color from the back. And then there's the front of that opal, 1 inch in the drop, set in platinum. This chain, if you want to go with a longer chain, you probably have one. If you have a white, gold, sterling, silver, or platinum chain, it's not going to matter. You'll have a match. You'll have a visual match. So you can use any of your white metal chains. You can use your diamonds by the yard. There's plenty of room. It's like a slide. It's got a ton of room in the bale, so you can use it with different chains. So if the chain doesn't work for you, it doesn't mean you pass up on the pendant. If you need a longer chain, you might have one. Or if you're like so many of our viewers, they're using their diamonds by the yard as also their pendant chains, and that's not a bad idea. So that's what it looks like. This is already giving you a more true to life look, just seeing it in the darkness of where I'm standing here. This is not lit for jewelry over here, so it gives you a much more accurate depiction of what those colors are all about. So let's go back up close. $19.99. I just feel so strongly about that one. That one just feels like a piece that really needs to go. And then we can come in even a little bit closer. Our Morganite's still here for $8.88, unless, Jason, did you have a request or anything? Okay, Tim, you're all good? Okay, last call, everybody. Last call on the show, 15 minutes remaining. We're seeing you tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Pacific time till 8 p.m. Pacific time. That's 5 o'clock start. That's 7 o'clock for my Central Time Zone and 8 p.m. Eastern. So keep that in mind. We still have our big Zambaran. Let's show you these amazing hoops. They're one of my favorites we do because they're casual, but they still have diamonds. And they're wearable, and they're affordable, and they're kind of everything, all in one. So, and then we'll get to the 5-row diamond band because that's obviously a look. But let's get to, let's just do it. The 5-row diamond band quickly is going to be 1110195. Going to use the old item number, even though there's a new one, but I'm going to use the old one. That way we can get you a better deal, and we'll take you back to a different era of gold and diamond pricing. Much better. It's 2 carats exactly. You've got, and this is why I want you to look and note, it's not just 5 basic rows. It's not just all the same old boring carat. It's the different rows. And they actually do larger, smaller, larger, smaller, larger. Do you see how each row is distinctively different? They're separated on purpose so that, it's all going to come back as one ring in the back, but they're separated to give it the look as if you stacked. As if you went out and said, I'll just buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings, and then I'll put them all together and give that look of stacked, which is going to be complex to do, certainly. So that's really, really important. And here we go with 2 carats in diamonds, lots of big diamonds, lots of smaller diamonds. They go completely side to side across the finger. So that's beautifully done. And it's going to be, I hope you're ready for this. White, yellow, rose. Here's what it looks like on. So no matter what ring size you get, this one's going to go side to side. This one is a larger size now. It's an 8. So this one is going to be beautiful where, again, you get, even if you wear a larger ring size, you don't need to worry about the diamonds only going partially around the way. That's very, very important. And here's what we'll do right now. Major value, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and suggest the white gold because it shows off how white and bright these diamonds are, but we got a new value. It is so good, 49. Wait, you guys need to see this. This is the new price. I mean, I'm not afraid to show it because I told you there's a new gold and diamond price, but if I revert back to the old item number like I did, we can get you the price of yesteryear, which saves you a bundle and doesn't ask for $49.99. Here it is up close, and then we've got, is it Marta? Marta, am I saying that correctly? I hope so. But that's going to be, we've got crosses coming up. This one's going to be only $1,999. First callers, and then, yep, we're going to see who's got that opal. I hope that one's going. The opal and platinum is spectacular. Don't forget about the morganite in that pear shape with the pink and the white diamonds. And then also 2 cross styles. One is a pendant, one is a necklace. Jess, is that what you're waiting on, the crosses? Okay. Here's the first one. This is a necklace. So I believe it's Marta. Not sure if I'm reading that handwriting right, but here we go. This is the necklace with our diamond cross. There are 2 options. Now this is attached, so it's not a pendant. It's the full necklace, which gives us the ability to do a couple of extra diamonds here up top, 2 diamonds on each side. Then you get princess cuts and rounds. This is very much kind of that old world style, looks very cool. And everything is set down into the gold, which is 14 karat white, yellow, or rose. The other option I would have for you is a larger cross pendant. This is going to give you a 128 in princess cuts, and it's going to be another 32 in diamonds. Then we can go with just the pendant, which is larger. And I wanted to show you side by side so you can see that this one is indeed larger. This one's going to give you larger diamond weight. It's 2 carats and 16. So it's 216 in diamonds here on the pendant. The overall diamond weight on the necklace is going to be 160. So you're getting a lot more diamond weight here. You're getting a full bit of gold here because you got the chain included. And this is going to be your choice of same price. Now that's how I like to do it. So again, not about which one. You're not choosing based on the budget. You're choosing based on which one you genuinely like better. The necklace, $19.99. The pendant, $19.99, even though this one is far more diamond weight at $216. And let me show you the length that you're going to get on each one. Here's the necklace, which is 1116747. Forgive us, but these have been on the air many, many times over the years. So these are well known by most of our customer shopping base, and yet really popular always. Here's our 1.5 inch in the drop on this cross. And again, this is chain attached, but don't worry, we've thrown in the adjustable lengths, 16, 17, 18 inches. So you've got a great chance to pick that up. Also, look at the gleam of the gold. It's not just the diamonds that are sparkling, it's all the gold around them. So that's going to be, it is $19.99. We're going real basic here. It's 2 great pieces, 1 great price. You know, if you're really, really high style right now, you're probably doing both. And you're wearing them together because that is a layered look that is also very, very hot right now, where you could do this necklace, which I'll show you now. Here's the necklace on the neckline just for another size perspective, because obviously measuring it is only one part of the story. Seeing it on is just the kind of the lazy shopper's guide to understanding really truly what it's going to look like. I don't want you running all over the house looking for a ruler going, okay, now I got to look at how big it's going to be on me. Just take a look at it right there. Then we have the pendant. We're going to go back to the hand. I want to show you the pendant here, which is going to be item number 112. No, it's also 111. It's item number 2927. That's the 2 carat 16. So this is just the pendant. So you will supply your own chain, but you're getting 216 in diamonds, so even more. And that's going to be down to $19.99 as well. This has a larger and longer length. You see the double row? There it is. That's going to be 1.75 inches top to bottom with the bail even done in the diamonds. And let's take a look at what that one looks like on, just so you can see how beautiful and bold that design is. So 2 great options in crosses, pendant or necklace. Been kind of failing miserably on these requests here, but again, we're trying. So if you have any requests, please get them in. But also more importantly, if you saw something you love for yourself and you weren't the requester, you don't need to bow out. You don't need to hold off and wait. These are pieces that you should own. So again, don't let anything stop you. We got even more quantity here on the diamond pieces. So this is the cross pendant. You can see the up close here with those amazing stones, double row, all bigger stones. And then it cinches in at the points by going from a double row to a single row. So that's one look. Again, that's the 216. That's the big diamond weight. If you want the full necklace, it's the same price. Here's how they compare, just so you can see them more or less together. There they go. So there's the necklace with the princess cuts and rounds. That's going to be 128 in the princess cut, 32 in the rounds. That's going to total 160 overall. Also has adjustability, 16, 17, 18. So we built it all in for you. And that is $19.99. Your choice of. And now you're also seeing the white or yellow, but you get your choice on either way. So you're choosing pendant or necklace. You're choosing your gold color. And good news is no sizing needed on these. They are just fabulous collectors and classic styles here. And I am trying to do my best, two-handed tweezing here for you to see them together up close and personal. So Tim, do we have any favorites on the crosses? All right, so that's the necklace, that's the pendant. You let us know, $19.99, either way you go. And our last call on the show, I'm going to end on some really designer hoops that we love. Here we go. White gold, yellow gold, and rose gold all coming out to play. I'm going to build a little earring Stonehenge for you, which is like playing a game of Operation. Never played it as a kid. I play it as an adult on national TV. So it's even more fun. But here we go. This is going to be your white gold. Then I've got your yellow gold. Obviously, there's a left and a right design. So you're also choosing, as I have now, where I'm choosing to put the diamonds on the outside. You're obviously just going to decide, do you want the diamonds on the outside or the inside of your facial features? That's all you have to decide. They can be worn either way. And yep, I've got the rose gold. Rare to see, but I've actually got the rose gold here for you. And they're reversible in that they've got cool cutouts in the back, so you can have the look of 2 earrings in one. The item number on this one is 1116890, and they're fabulous, and they're wearable. And it's still a hoop, and it's still gold, and it's still diamonds, and yet it's the designer style we love. And you know what we love is a lot of gold right now, which we don't see a lot of all gold pieces. We usually see just diamonds, right? I love that you're getting a gold presence with your diamonds. So you get shine and sparkle, sparkle and shine. You get both together here. That's an important way to go. And this is 34 points. So again, not overwhelming, not going to be that, oh, I'm saving them for a dressy occasion, or I got to make a date night just so I have an excuse to wear my earrings. It's not like that. Those are daily. Those are running errands. Those are going to the office. Those are just, you know, out to lunch with gals. This is the piece you wear. And they're everyday wearable. And they're also a 3/4 inch, and they're more squared off, which is where, again, you get that really good shine. And if you've never seen these before, one of our most popular hoops, usually we do a more extravagant diamond inside out style. This is a very, very wearable way to do a hoop earring, and I'll pop one on for you as well. Let's get you a great look at it. And again, click enclosure, straight post, easy, easy, easy. 3/4 inch tends to be our most popular length in any earring style, and we have 6 minutes remaining in our Thursday night. So by all means, tell me what you need to see before we go. Get any questions asked if you have any questions about what remains available. I know this is tougher to see here with the glare, because this is what a lot of gold does, is it picks up a lot of reflective quality. But there you can see it on. I opted this time to put the diamonds on the outside, because I think that's where they show off a little bit better, is by having them outside. So that's the way they look from a distance away. So you can see they've got a lot of gleam of the gold. And then you've got the diamonds as well. They're modern, they're fabulous. They are more of like that rectangular meets oval. That's odd to say because that's contradictory, but that's really what you're getting, is multiple geometric shapes together. And oh, by the way, they're not even $1,000. You're gonna wear them all the time. This is gonna be your new go-to hoop. They're not $9.99 or $8.88 or $777. They're light as a feather. They give you piercing coverage. They're reversible as well. I'll show that to you. Let's go back to the wheel. Take a look at my whole wheel of earrings here. And you know what? $699. That's it for the pair. They're beautiful. And they feel so fresh. They really do. This is not, oh, and by the way, the hinge is going to open up. So they open up nice and wide. So you don't need, if you struggle sometimes, because hoops sometimes only open up this much, like that. They'll be like, boop. And then you have to like figure out a way to get somehow that post into your ear piercing. No, guys, this one's going to open up fully, so you have all that room. Pop it on like you would a regular standard stud, and then you just click it closed. And if you're going, how the heck am I going to reverse an earring? How do I turn gold inside out? You don't. You just literally put it in backwards. You put the post in through the back of the piercing. I just did it without even looking. Granted, I am a professional, but here it is. That's what it looks like from a different angle, so you can see. Did I just put on a completely different earring? No. That's the same earring, but it's a totally different look, and it's actually got all these cool little cutouts. So it's not reversible like I might once in a while. I think you'll switch them out all the time. Hi, Leanne. Thank you, Leanne, so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, Leanne. Look at that. I love those earrings. All right, back to so it's like paying $350 an earring, because it is 2 ways to wear it. Diamonds, lots of gold, white, yellow, and rose. My goodness, our rose gold is so pretty. It doesn't have a lot of that coppery, orangey brown. It's so rosy pink, which I really love about our rose gold. There are different rose golds out there based on how it's made and manufactured and alloyed, and ours is just the prettiest. True blush pink color, which is so nice to see. I'm really not a fan of rose gold that looks orange or brown. I just don't think that's what it's supposed to look like. It's got to look like that to be a true attractive rose gold. So $699. Okay, final 3 minutes in the show. I see you tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Pacific. Don't be late to the party. We've got incredible bags like you cannot find, even if you are willing to spend $250,000. And I kid you not, there are people every day that do it. And it's actually, there's a huge wait list for $250,000 handbags. So yeah, people spend that kind of money. Reminder, tomorrow night is our handbag night. It's going to be a teeny portion of the jewelry show. We've got jewelry as well. Just want to let you know, this is going to be that super crocodile all the way around. Wait till you see what we're going to do on price tag. And that's very special. And then we have this one, and we have the smaller size. Don't worry, we've got 2 of this size. We've got 2 silhouettes, but it's leather and the crocodile. And your engraving. Start thinking about what you want for your engraving on these bags. So that'll be tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I can't wait to see you then. It's jewelry and bags. So together, all together. Let's take a look at our earrings. 2 minutes left. And we got to go. Thank you so much for being with me on this Thursday. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found something you can't live without. If there's still something you're thinking about, let me know what it is and we'll help you. $6.99 on the earrings. I would not miss out on those. We had the big diamond band, the 5-row diamond band style. Call me on those. And anything else we can help you with. Cross pendants, necklaces, anything else. All these requests we've had are here. The Zambaran, the crosses, the Alexandrite ring, never mind, that's gone. So again, and pendants, tanzanite pendants we had for you. Big values on tanzanite pendants here tonight. $16.99 or $9.99, just depending on what size you need there. So I highly recommend giving us a call. We'll be here for a few minutes after we go off the air to help you out as well. So if you have any questions about anything you saw, give us a call. We'll be able to answer those and help you out placing orders. Don't wait. Pieces are limited and usually to one of a kind. So the exception being some diamond hoops like this. So enjoy. And again, thank you so much again for watching and shopping tonight. Stay well. We'll see what we got big Friday night. It's a Friday that you should not miss if you're on the go. You might want to sneak a peek and watch us online. Remember, we're on TVON.com, Facebook, and YouTube. Very popular ways to watch if you're on the go. And then, of course, we'll be here right here on TV as well. So we'll see you then. Big show tomorrow. It's going to be our it's our last day of January, so we're kind of saving a big day here. And then this weekend, if I don't see you until my Saturday and Sunday mornings, all I can say at this point is you got to be here. 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, all weekend. That's all I can say right now. But trust me, you're going to be happy you're here. So that's going to kick off our February. So we got basically shopping parties going on all night and all weekend long. So we'll see you tomorrow night at 5 Pacific time. Thank you so much again for watching and shopping tonight. Really appreciate your business. And of course, our last call right now on this show. Anything you want to see, give us a call now at that phone number. We'll help you out. Thank you so much. I say that on behalf of all of us here at TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow at 5. I can't wait. Bags and jewelry.